Alrighty, welcome everybody. We are jumping in. Today you've got me, Rusty, and we got Mitchell on the couch back there. We are going to be your commentators for the day. Interesting. I don't know if chat's right. We will be your commentators for the day. We're going to be jumping into some Magic Online, so let's jump in and see what Preston and Cole have cooked up for us today. Look and see what the YouTube looks like. My chat thing's broken. I'll have to fix that. Alrighty, we should be live and people should be seeing us. So I do not know what these gamers are playing today, but Preston, who's Nighttime Extreme, and Cole, who is Scrambled Dude, have both been longtime enjoyers of the format. I don't know. Does Preston have a companion? I bet he does. Alright, so Preston is on some Luris companion deck. Mitchell, is Cole playing Cycle Storm?
That's what it's looking like. Cycle lands are not super common in the format. I would expect to see that out of Cole.
This is a new bicycle land, right? This wasn't part of the original set, and now they've actually finished it?
They've been putting them into commander decks. They just did the green-black pair in Dustborn commander decks. I guess not just did. That's been a little bit. Yeah, this looks like Cycle Storm.
This has to be Cycle Storm. So, now we don't have deck lists today, and we don't have hands either. What does... Okay. So Preston is playing some kind of rinky-dink 1-mana 2/1s that recur from the graveyard. Unfortunately, we now have a speed tracker on the board, but he's just playing some kind of Luris Aristocrats type thing. Looks like red-black. I wouldn't be surprised to see like Goblin Bombardments. He's got Hand Disruption, etc. Pump the audio up 15%. I got you. You guys are going to see behind the scenes for a brief moment. I am not an audio technician, I'm just making it happen. Alrighty. Everett, let me know if that's a little bit better. So what does Cycle Storm look like, Mitchell?
So the card Fluctuator makes your cycling costs 2 less, and you're looking to continually cycle your cards through off of a Fluctuator until you achieve some big payoff. I'm not entirely sure what the payoff is in this format. I've seen it happen a couple times. Oh, there's the
Wow. Amped Raptor into Marionette Apprentice. That is a lot of bodies on the battlefield. But what are the chances that Preston dies right now?
With no interaction and not stopping a Fluctuator, if you have a Fluctuator here, Cole could just run away with the game. There's a card in Ikoria that whenever you cycle a card, it deals 1 damage to the opponent.
Yeah, Drannith Stinger, right?
Yes. So Drannith Stinger is probably the kill. Sorry, what can you hover over this land? I need to see what this land does.
Oh, you don't know Rith's Grove?
Oh, it's a layer. It's one of the layers.
So wait, it's an untapped Naya Tri-land that gives you the honor and the privilege of picking up a cycle land to continue going off?
Correct.
And he is... Okay, so there's that Drannith Stinger we talked about. I believe he's probably got some Unearths in his deck, because they are a free cycler. What the hell? He's just raw-dogging a hollow one?
That happens. That happens sometimes. It's 4/4.
That's a bad sign for Cole, right?
No, this is not good for him.
Because if he was like winning the game, he would want to cycle this to win the game. He's just playing this to avoid taking 2 damage off of like a Gas Guzzler or something.
It looked like he cycled that Drannith Stinger there. Oh my lord. Yeah, this is not great.
Yeah, because Stingers cycle for 1 mana, so he cycled that, and then I think he cycled Jolted Awake, and maybe there was one more. But yeah, he's just trying to save 2 damage, but guess what? There's 2 Marionette Apprentices, so he took a body off the field, but he, I believe, is staring down lethal next turn without doing math. 2, 4, 6, 1 dies. Yeah, because if he blocks a 2-power creature, like let's say he blocks Cult Conscript, he gets hit for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then double Marionette pings.
Mm-hmm.
If he blocks a Marionette Apprentice, I think that because he's taking 2 damage instead of 1 from a creature, I think he still dies to that. So he cycles an Irrigated Farmland, but he would need a Ritual to get a Fluctuator in play here, right?
Yeah, it's a real desperation play here. I don't think you would need removal spell plus Pyroclasm here to not just die. Maybe double removal spell plus Pyroclasm to not just die on the crackback.
But I guess my question is, does Cole have the privilege of playing interaction in his deck in game 1? Or does he just have to play a bunch of grubby little cycling cards so that he's all in on the combo?
It depends. It looks like there is black in his deck. If he's playing, it has cycling 3. It's from Edge of Eternities. It looks at someone's hand for a artifact or creature, I believe.
Okay.
It's like almost a Thoughtseize. That card is
yeah.
about the main deck interaction he's probably playing. I wouldn't imagine much of his deck tries to interact game 1.
There's not any like cycling. Okay, yeah, Mako. Which again, these creatures are mostly here just because they have cycling 2. He's jolting awake a Stinger. I believe he's not dead on board at the present moment.
I don't think so.
With 1 blocker, he was. He'll have to trade some.
No, that might just be it, honestly. Like Skullclamp, the game is not immediately over, but I imagine an uninteracted with Skullclamp is just going to end the game here. Especially with 2 Marionette Apprentices in play.
Right, so he probably attacks first. Is he going to send the Marionette Apprentices? No, he's not. So you put Hollow One in front of a 2/1, then you block maybe. So you're going to take like 3 damage here, and then you're going to take 4 off the pings. Oh, well, that wouldn't work the way I'm thinking of it. Yeah, so he has to chump here. Now, what he could do, he could put Mako in front of Raptor. Oh, he died.
Yeah, because even if you do the force blocks here, the creatures die, and then he starts skull clamping post-combat, and I think you just kind of die to triggers anyway.
You're right. 2 mana up. Any unblocked creature would be 2 damage, so... Yeah, Cole sees the writing on the walls, and they're going to go to sideboarding.
This is an interesting list from Cole here. I can't wait to look more in depth at it and see how all in on like fluctuating his opponent he is. Because Mako is interesting, right? It at least shows like a swerve the deck can do, which is like a reasonable mid-range plan.
Can you, he played this in the 1K at SCG Baltimore. Can you pull up that list? He might have made some modifications, but I don't think it's bad to look at a previous list.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because everyone who knows about tournament results has access to that, so we can take a little look. Everett in chat is saying that he thinks Cole has about a 5% fizzle rate once he hits a fluctuator. Everett, do you know, does he need floating mana? Like, because fluctuator is 3 mana to play. I assume he needs 1 floating mana to kick things off with like a Songs of the Damned or something. But I don't actually know. Now, I don't want to stray too far from this match because I'm interested. But what else we got?
I have Cole's list pulled up here.
Okay. Yeah, so what does Cole's list look like?
It does look like it can reasonably play the mid-range. You have like Flourishing Fox, which is a marauding Mako. Essentially, you put a 1/1 counter on Flourishing Fox whenever you cycle a card.
Sure, okay.
Where Mako only triggers when you discard a card, right?
Yeah, very similar.
You have 2 Scrounging Skyrays, that's like a flying Mako for 1 and a blue.
Okay.
And you have Hollow Ones. So you conceivably can play a mid-range plan. I do imagine he's much more interested in the Fluctuator game.
Now, is he, when he's killing with a Fluctuator, is it like a combo kill, or is he hoping to have a Skyray or a Drannith Stinger or like a Flourishing Fox in play, and then just make it like a 20 power creature?
So I could see the Skyray killing if they have no flying blockers. I think likely he's really trying to drain a Stinger here. He has 4 Jolted Awakes, and 1 Unearth, so I assume this is all to try to get a Draenei Stinger really into play.
Is there anything mana positive? Are there any like Songs of the Damned or anything crazy like that?
It doesn't look like it. He has a sick little 1/of in this list of a Footfall Crater. It's a 1 red enchantment aura, enchant land. Enchanted land is tapped. Target creature gains trample and haste until end of turn with cycling 1. So it does create a kill with the Mako or the Flourishing Fox. So that's a really interesting swerve to be able to like attack on the ground.
Or he just has the mode of Drannith Stinger first and then go off.
I imagine that's what he really wants to do primarily.
Okay.
But like it looks like some matchups, there's 2 Scrounging Skyrays in the sideboard and a Footfall Crater in the sideboard. So it looks like sometimes you do just need to like have a creature in play and do the thing. Okay.
And yeah, so he started tap land into Mako into a colorless cycling land, and his Mako's actually getting pushed.
Fatal Push finally starting to show up in this format. I've always felt it was a little underplayed, and it really seems like in the past like year or so, Fatal Push stocks have gone way up.
Yeah, because the price is down, I think, and we also got the new Evolving Wilds variants, the landscapes, which I've seen some. Okay, there's a Flourishing Fox. So Cole is really saying that he'd like to have a creature in play. I do think that Preston's deck is uniquely insanely good as a Fatal Push deck, because obviously he's looking to sacrifice his creatures, right?
Yes.
Whether it's to a Skull Clamp or a Goblin Bombardment, or maybe he's got some Village Rites. I'm a Village Rites enjoyer.
This is exciting to see. I really felt like someone should be playing Aristocrats in this format, and it's just nice to actually see it. The Amp Raptor here is going to hit something good. It always does, unfortunately.
It does. Now, I will say, so Dude got Inquisitioned and revealed Fuel the Flames, Scrounging Skyray, Fuel the Flames. Which, look at that. Did we know about Fuel the Flames? Is that mainboard, I assume?
He has 2 in the sideboard.
Interesting. I wonder if I would just mainboard that. I don't know how tight the slots are and how many cards you're playing just because they have cycling too.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a powerful effect to have in game 1. Especially because you can usually grow your foxes out of it. And now currently his hand, I believe, is an unknown card and a Fuel the Flames. So now the question is he going to try to grow his fox out of that 2 toughness range and then maybe cast a Fuel the Flames? 3 mana instant Pyroclasm with the Bio Clause of cycling is a pretty interesting place to be.
Yeah, I think it's really solid here. I think it has a lot of upside in the cycling deck specifically. Being an instant is huge, especially with... Ooh, that's
another push, which is honestly kind of a beating because the pushes are sometimes not going to be good against your game plan if you're kind of really comboing out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's good because it can catch a stinger, so maybe it's just good.
Yeah, it's always going to catch a stinger. Buying Luris here, that's a big one.
It's nice that there's not more pressure, but I mean, this is going to be the kind of game where Luris looks amazing, right?
Yeah, Luris is going to do a lot of work in this matchup.
Because Preston was down to 1 card in hand. Now, keep in mind, he does have a Bloodghast in the graveyard, as well as a Gas Guzzler, which doesn't actually come back. Okay, so it just gives you the ability to sack things once you have your max speed.
Despite being a 1-mana 2/1 with a billion words, it's not like a Forsaken Miner. I always think it is one of those, like, recursive 1-drops that just comes back because you did something, because you ate your vegetables this morning.
Well, it's kind of nice because, like, there are about 1 billion of those. The ability to sack a creature and draw a card is really interesting. We're not max speeded yet, but if he connects 1 more time... huge
wow. Fuel the Flames there.
That's brutal because a Fuel the Flames even got Inquisitioned, and catching the Luris, at 18, the life total is really high. Preston doesn't have any random stuff like Retrofitters or Goblin Bombardments in play. I think Cole's going to have some time here.
This is a position Cole really wants to be in. You get to sculpt your hand with all of your like really medium cyclers. Maybe he lands like a Hollow One or a Skyray here, and then just kind of plays the value game for a little while.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he played... I think he was trying to cycle that farmland. Look, he's got 2 colorless floating.
Oh, Moda.
Yeah, he meant to play Fox and then cycle that farmland. But now he's Hellbent instead of getting a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, nearly all of his cards can be cycled, right? I mean, Capital City, Blessed Landscape. I actually don't know if he has any lands that don't cycle.
I think the layers. The layers are probably the only ones.
Okay. He did play around the Deep Cavern Bat by not cycling into a spell. Maybe he's a genius. We don't know. So I think what we're going to see is Cole's going to get chipped for like 3 or 4 turns while cycling some cards. And he's hoping to... There's a Fluctuator.
That's big.
Preston's Hellbent. If Preston doesn't find removal for this Fox... Like, let's say you're Preston and you draw like a land. Are you leaving back Deep Cavern Bat to block a 2020 Fox?
I think so. Maybe not.
This could mean he has a removal spell or a creature, right?
Because you're also like... Yeah, because he basically has to. Because the only card...
Preston's willing to die here. If we cycle 20 cards, he dies.
He could have a push, though, too. That's a big thing.
Yeah,
he could just be holding the push off.
We've seen 2 pushes, so only 2 more. But there are probably lightning bolts in the deck as well, I would guess, because we're attacking the life total so aggressively. Or there could be galvanic discharges to go with the Amped Raptor, and I think there's probably Chthonian Nightmares in the list.
I would be interested to see a Shatter from Preston here. Some kind of destroy this artifact effect.
Right, it could be as much as a Kolaghan's Command or as little as an Abrade. Preston's a pretty responsible gamer. I bet he has access to a couple shatters.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't keep a super interactive hand with Cole, which makes sense because it looks like his like aggro or like value game plan was pretty powerful. It's hard to get past 2 Pyroclasms though.
Well, it was 3 because he duressed the first one, or he Inquisitioned the first one. So Cole naturally finding a total of 3 Fuel the Flames in the top 15 cards is really unlikely and really fortunate for him. And it's fortunate for us because maybe we'll get to see a game 3 of this matchup.
It is cool that this deck just sees so many cards, so you do get to play more interesting sideboard slots. It looks like he is up Fuel the Flames. The deck he played in Baltimore only had 2.
Okay.
So
he drew a Stinger and chose not to cycle it.
This makes sense to me. It's a more direct kill where like now he has to have 2 removal spells and put up blockers, right? Because he can't just if he can remove the Drenna Stinger, he has to have a blocker. If you can remove, interesting. So here's where he's probably going to hold back the Deep Cavern Bats.
Right. So if you're Preston, you probably would hope you have a Fatal Push for the Stinger, and then block the Fox. He might not have the removal spell, and he's just hoping that blocking the Fox, and maybe he only gets cycled like 18 times and doesn't die. But man, I don't know how many non-cycling cards Cole has.
I believe it is the 4 if it's the same as this list from Baltimore.
Sure.
4 Fluctuators and 1 single layer.
But the layer in this case would pick up a land.
Correct. So the layer's not even really a dead draw.
So he's going to be cycling until he finds a second copy of Fluctuator, and then he's going to have to take a breather, right?
Correct. Which is a non-zero number. Which is a non-zero number of cards.
Sure. We're definitely going to see some more cycling, and keep in mind, so each one of these, the Drenna Stinger is shooting Preston for 1, and the Fox is getting bigger. If Preston had a removal spell, he would use it on the Stinger previously, right?
More than likely, I would say, yeah.
So Preston must have a brick. Preston does have max speed, right?
Yeah, that's only really notable for Gas Guzzler.
Oh, yeah, it's a Cult Conscript he's got, not a Guzzler. It's too bad. If he had the Guzzler, yeah, he could draw 1, maybe 2 cards here and try to do something. We are now on the Declare Attackers.
Maybe he bricked and hit a Fluctuator.
Probably. I mean, even if he did, maybe he just passed through and he could cycle some more. Like, maybe Preston won't block and you can get him by like making him think that you're done. But my guess is that he's bricked. He's probably done for the turn. But he did a bunch of damage and he's got a 9/9. 9/9 still dies to Fatal Push though.
It does. It probably skates the Galvanic Discharges though. It looks like Preston does not have any energy at the moment.
He's got 1 energy, which is not going to get him there. We are cycling more. He's not bricked. He was just hoping for a not attack. And look, there's that Rith's Grove. It doesn't cycle, but boy howdy, it picks up one of our belasted landscapes.
Why attack there and not continue the cycling chain? What benefit do you think Cole gets attacking there?
I guess
letting up on the gas a little bit.
Well, because he's still doing it here, and if he had done this pre-combat, then the Flourishing Fox gets 100% blocked. So I think maybe he was just giving Preston a chance to mess up and think he was done and not chump block with the Cavern Bat.
Interesting.
That is my guess.
It does lower the fizzle rate at that point, right? Because you make the out to join a Fluctuator a little less bad.
Yeah, but it looks like 4 more cycles and we're good. He is getting down. He's down to 30 cards in his deck with 3 Fluctuators, so every draw should be about a 10% chance for him to stop. But then the question is, what happens if Preston untaps?
I don't imagine there's many draws Preston has to get out of this.
There's the brick. The downside is now, like an Abrade or a Kolaghan's Command doesn't necessarily get him out. And even if both Fluctuators were gone, Cole's got 5 mana here. That's good for 2 cycles on its own, usually.
2, maybe 3. There's a lot of 1 mana cyclers. The Flourishing Fox cycles for 1. The Footfall Creator cycles for 1.
Yeah.
The Stinger for 1.
And this is a situation where, okay, cool. Cole takes it. I really think that really came down to the 3rd copy of Fuel the Flames in the top 15.
Yeah, I think that was the turning point of this game. Whereas like last game when the Skull Clamp hit field, I was like, there's basically no way. Like if we had a big advantage bar a la Pro Tour coverage, it would have swung very heavily in Cole's favor there, I would say.
Yeah, maybe we need to do a manual advantage bar, kind of roller coaster style, where we go back and forth and back and forth. But yeah, just getting the Luris hit was, I think, the difference maker, because he could have kept a lot more pressure on.
Yeah, I think if Luris got to spend 2 more turns doing its thing, we would have seen a slightly different game.
And it's also, you can't overstate the fact that every turn you have an unchecked Luris, you're gaining 3 life, right? So that's going to get you a little bit more wiggle room for the Fluctuator.
How about to commandeer the player Genesis, I think?
I'd worked for that.
So while they're sideboarding, let's take a quick look in and see what's going on. Can I have multiple matches up? I can. So here we've got Andrew Gleason on blue post playing against, looks like Sultai Rec maybe?
Yep.
Andrew has cycled a Lorien, looks like cast a Remand, cycled 2 boons, and I'm not sure how that Scour for Scrap got there.
Discarded hand size.
It was discarded to hand size, which is wild. But he did find a Cloud Post. We'll come back to this. I want to get to the exciting conclusion of this other match. Now, Cole's mulling to 6, but he mulled to 6 last game.
This deck really wants one piece in play, so I imagine it mulligans exceedingly well.
Right, because you need 2 lands, a Fluctuator, and then maybe a creature in play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like pretty good, right? So I would think this deck could mull pretty aggressively. He reveals Hollow One, Drannith Stinger, Flourishing Fox, Capital City, Street Wraith.
I reckon you just take the Drannith Stinger here. Ooh, interesting.
Take the Fox. So Capital City, I haven't seen this land before. Untapped, colorless, filtering, and cycling.
Final Fantasy cards, huh?
Look at that, man. They got all kinds of city. They got starting towns, capital cities.
At first I thought it was a starting town, and I was like, I don't think that's for us.
Yeah, I don't think we get that one. We'll have to play that in Cube. Now let's pop in while they're doing this. Cycling a Street Wraith. Cycling a Drannith Stinger. This all makes sense.
This looks like a Hollow One on turn 2, which is good.
Yeah, Hollow One could buy a lot of time. Hollow One also dodges Fatal Push, right?
Yes, notably always dodges a Fatal Push. Very miserable to play against in Modern for that exact reason.
Yeah. Your Bloodghast is still going to get a little bit of work done. Assuming he's got land drops for days, it's kind of chipping in for 1 each turn off this Marionette. Let's see if we get an attack. Yep. So that tells us that Preston's got his land drop for next turn lined up, so he'll take the 1 point. Land drop right now, sorry, that makes more sense. That's just easy money right there. Now Preston is mono black Andy today. Missing red mana. We'll see how much of a problem that is.
It should primarily come up for his shadow effects. I imagine the black helps him maintain a lot of like the aggro portion of his deck where he just wants to like punch through damage.
I agree. Some of the finishers, like lightning bolts, or I assume there's goblin bombardments, he'll be kept off of until he finds red mana. Because like, how much damage would a bombardment be right here, right? Because you're gonna sack everything and get the Marionette Apprentice triggers. So a bombardment is good for 7 or 9 damage.
Plus
right
attacks.
Now. Yeah, plus attacks, right? So we could see that lack of red mana being a really big deal, or it could be marginal.
2 cards in hand for Preston. I'm interested to see how this game plays out. Cole's probably thinking very intently about what to cycle here and whether to... Yeah, what cards do we know about? What are revealed at the moment? I know Skyray correctly.
Street Wraith is gone, Fox is gone, Stinger's gone, Holland's gone. His hand is all unknowns to us now.
Interesting. A little Marauder Mako? Okay.
Mako then cycles Stinger just to get the trigger. So, I mean, it looks like he is just setting up kind of a defensive perimeter, and he's going to try to stabilize and buy some time here. I think against 2 cards, missing a color, that makes sense. And I also think it's interesting. This deck is a lot like playing a Street Wraith Bobble deck in Modern or in any format. You get an opening hand, and you see 7 cards, and you're like, this could be anything.
Big fatal push here. That might just kind of be what he needs to start pushing a little more damage through.
Right, because if he had a 2/2 here, then the blocks are on Bloodghast and Token. Removing one blocker here makes it a lot more appealing.
Removing the more difficult to get back creature is probably the move here. It's 4 mana to activate that. We got a Gas Guzzler.
Yeah. Gas Guzzler's pretty good.
Interesting, not before combat.
I was going to say,
do
do you get...
trigger speed?
If you have no speed, it starts at 1. Yeah, so he did miss a speed trigger. I wonder if he was holding up a piece of interaction or something. I don't know what that could be like.
Might we join?
Yeah, hop on in here. All right, guys, so Andrew has finished his match. So he's going to be jumping on, and today we are doing what I'm going to call couch-style commentary. The setup's a little bit different. I think we're going to take it a little bit more, I don't want to say casual, but we're going to have a little fun with it today, right, Mitchell?
Absolutely. What is this white card in play?
Dude, it's a Drannith Healer. That actually matters a huge amount.
Yeah, let him like buy time and try to.
Yeah.
That seems great. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, he's getting chipped for 4 here, or really 3, right, because of the block. If he gains 5 life off that healer, he's stabilizing a lot.
Yeah. This is going to be a much more difficult game for Preston to punch through if that healer sticks around for a while.
Yeah, he had 1 card in hand plus a blind draw. He's got another Guzzler.
Second Guzzler.
Big guzzling over here. Andrew, tell us about your match. We saw the discard to hand size on a Scour for scrap.
Yeah, so game 2 I was playing against Sultai Rek.
Okay.
We both whiffed on lands. I whiffed on 4 card draws, 5 card draws?
Sure, I saw you cycling those Boon of the Wishgivers.
But found another land, thankfully. Commandeered a Wilderness Wreck.
Oh,
And
Woo.
then Condescend Scry-2'd into double locuses.
okay.
My opponent tried to Cryptic Command the Wilderness Wreck back to his hand.
Wow.
And I was able to commandeer that one back, and
Holy.
he conceded to that one.
You get to... So, was it draw a card, bounce a permanent?
Yeah.
So you would take control of it, you could change the target, and then you get the card, right?
Yep, yeah. So I had a Mishra's Helix in play as well. I tapped his lands on his upkeep, and then he Cryptic'd in response. So I was going to bounce my Helix just because I needed a target.
We were talking about... well, it can do lands, right? Cryptic?
Yes.
Oh, it can?
Yeah, because you can use it to block with.
Oh yeah, the Mystic Sanctuary loop. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you got it.
Second hollow one for Cole's kind of big here. This might be what he needs to stabilize 2 big idiots plus the healer.
Right, at what point do you get to start attacking with one of those hollow ones every turn? Now, Preston's not letting off the gas. He's got the blood gases, the gas guzzler. That's a small attack, though. He's just chipping for 1.
Yeah. They can't block, so I might as well just get the Marionette trigger, I guess.
Yep, yeah, because he's probably got... But does that tell us his last card's a land? And he's getting his speed. If he gets to speed 4, which he will next turn, this gas guzzler, drawing cards, is going to be huge.
Good.
That's huge.
Luris hasn't been interacted with yet.
No, Luris is still in the kitty cat zone, so he's chilling. I just...
Ooh.
Yeah, that's...
Even if he doesn't...
The collective gasp.
Even if he doesn't kill here, he's going to gain 10 life.
Yeah.
So what, do you gain 10 life, and then do you attack with 2 hollow ones and just start
He's
getting the
trying to
jump?
win.
Go for Dranstinger here.
I don't think there's a fatal push, I gotta be honest, guys.
Either there was a fatal push, he could stop the life gain, but he's still going to die. Or he can stop dying, but then Cole gets to maybe like 17 here. If he gets to 17, this game's probably over.
Yeah.
Now, he is hellbent with this cycle on the stack, so he's got 3 bricks in the form of fluctuators. But that's it, right?
Yeah, from what I'm looking at in the Baltimore list, he only had 1 layer. It is a different layer, so I don't know if he's on 2 of those risk rows, but it doesn't even look like the... It doesn't even look like the layer is a brick anymore.
Yeah, so every cycle here is like a baby lightning helix, right? 1 point swing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have said this was maybe tough for Cole, but maybe the Luris deck just doesn't kill fast enough.
I think Hymn to Torox from the Luris deck would have been awesome, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, I think that Preston is not on Cabal Therapy here, but I'm not certain.
Okay.
Cabal Therapy is also
Cabal Therapy
hard.
seems like it would be really good in this deck.
It's interesting. Yeah, with the Bloodghast, maybe he's on it and we just haven't seen it. We've seen a few Inquisitions.
One thing that's really interesting is Cole's deck's actually built really well against the discard decks. Jolted Awake hits artifact or creature.
That's true.
So it's like you could do a lot of work to dismantle what Cole's trying to get done, and then you just like Jolted Awake the Fluctuator and kills you anyways.
That's crazy.
Honestly, that's fair.
I found a lot of ability playing against Fluctuator decks at instant speed, like countering Fluctuator is really good.
Until they get it back for 1 mana. Yeah.
Exactly, right? It's like, but like discard decks have an especially bad time because it's like you're never really interacting on the stack. You're like hoping that discarding it is going to be enough, but it's not because Jolted Awake is really good. It doesn't even, you don't even need extra energy cards. It just always gets back Fluctuator or Draenei Stinger.
Is there a chance that this matchup's actually impossible for Preston?
Impossible, maybe not. I think it's definitely got to go well. I think things have to go well, and because we saw in game 1 that things can go well, and this deck, the Aristocrats deck, can just like run over its opponents. But you need like the fast draw, and you need them not to draw a Fluctuator.
Right, yeah. Like maybe you really have to have... Oh, and he still hasn't found red mana, by the way. He could have... Who knows
it's not
what.
mono black.
No, he's got red cards. Because maybe you need to find like an early amped Raptor just to really increase that pressure.
I think that's really big.
I think you just block with the healer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're at 17. There's no Marionette Apprentice. Preston's put a GG's in the chat. He's still grinding here. But man, unfortunately, I think he missed that one speed trigger earlier. So now he's not able to guzzle these ghasts.
Yeah, I think that would have been pretty big, honestly. I think his card advantage might have allowed him to scramble a way out of this hole.
Yeah.
But it's really hard. Once a Fluctuator's in play, you haven't lost the game, but you're having a real bad time. It's not good for you at all.
Yeah. No, I don't know Miss Input and Black Viper very well. I've seen them jamming in the Discord. I do not know what decks are on today, so I'm interested to see this.
Excited to see a new deck. Hopefully.
And Everett is thinking that Preston's list is basically mono black with amped Raptors.
It didn't look like red was for much. It looked like he had it was
Tainted
Peak, right?
Yeah, you're right. So maybe it's just a really light touch.
Mm-hmm.
Now Miss Input's going to 5 cards. Black Viper on 7. I don't know where we're at in the progression of the match. 2 on the bottom, basic forest. Okay, so we're probably seeing like a Hogak Roots style deck is my guess. This Surveil will tell us a lot. I don't know what other deck would be playing Rebel Belt.
I'm hoping for like a green-based Delirium build.
That would be cool. Yeah, maybe there's Ursine Monstrosities, Grist, that kind of stuff, or even God help us.
That doesn't tell us anything.
Twilight
A
Mire.
little Twilight Mire action.
That's interesting. Black-green mana base is not easy, I will admit. It's been getting better. This probably fixes a lot of... What the hell?
Whoa!
We just stumble into a mirror match, fellas?
What?
I gotta be honest, if this is a mirror match, I would like to be the player with 7 cards in my starting hand.
Oh, for sure.
And, okay, so we're confirmed green-black. I think this is just the Roots mirror.
Double no new information game. That's
And
okay, though.
I believe we're in game 3, just looking at the players' clocks, 8 and 12 minutes. I actually been thinking about Hogak Roots a lot lately.
Oh, that's...
Huh.
Okay. My called shot might be getting closer to right.
This is
Right.
much closer to Delirium. Seeing that definitely makes us think not a Hogak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it is just a dork, which isn't like...
It's a dork, it can evoke out Hogak. Maybe it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Molt Tenders in my Black-Green Roots list, and I would be more likely to play Hierarchy if I were casting Grists or Big Bears.
That has to be a Roots card. Let's see, what's the grave?
Oh my god!
Alright, well...
Do you think that's a sideboard card for like when you can't get your Hogak through?
I'm kind of thinking is this depths of some kind? Is this like black-green turbo depths with a graveyard sword, or with a graveyard like focus?
Yeah, I mean,
like we don't really get loam, so maybe not.
yeah, because Hogak already has Trample, so you don't. It's usually not that
You
hard.
could hit with Hogak and then Rite of Consumption in.
Hit with Hogak, right? Consumption it.
16 them in a turn.
Recast it, I guess.
I wonder if that's a good way to deal with some of the
Grist.
Oh,
Tyvar.
Oh,
Are we seeing Tyvar roots?
So this could be like the more combo-y Roots version, right? Because Tyvar lets your Roots tap instantly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like I know we don't get Tortured Existence, but if you have something like that,
This deck might be on a Tortex. Tortex is down to like $3 again, I think.
Okay.
So this deck could be on a one of Tortex to do the, because if you have Tortex, a Tyvar, and an Insidious Roots in play, and a creature in your hand, and in your graveyard, if you have like the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, you get infinite creatures.
I mean, you have a lot of you see a lot of cards with your Malevolent Rumble style.
Name's Cosmogoyf for Cabal Therapy?
Oh, there's two!
We're Goyfing, that's
Holy shit.
This is awesome.
We're up.
This
We're
is
up.
so cool. This is such an awesome matchup.
No! Extirpate!
What?
Oh,
let's fucking go. Okay, so...
my gosh, this matchup's awesome.
So that's why the Red of Consumption...
Okay, that makes so much sense.
You would see a pregame action of Serum Powder, that definitely would have made it a lot...
Yeah, Serum Powder.
That definitely would have made it a lot more notable to what deck we're on. We could on it.
Do we think we see a Rift Sweeper out of the Cosmogoyf deck?
I don't think so. So
don't talk to me. Don't say words to me that get me that excited. A Rift Sweeper.
So what does the Cosmogoyf deck do without the Cosmogoyfs?
I think we could still see a Hogak. I don't think we're outside of the realm of possibility of a Hogak.
What the hell?
8/8s. What?
Why is there a Chain of Acid here?
Are we seeing like a Witherbloom as the secondary combo? Like a Witherbloom Apprentice?
Because, okay, do you know the card, it's the Traverse the Ulvenwald that has Collect Evidence, Analyze the Pollen?
Yes.
It can get you any creature, and can it get lands as well?
Yes, if you collect evidence.
So if you have Cosmogoyf in your deck, you can collect evidence your whole graveyard to exile it, and then maybe you're also tutoring up Witherbloom Apprentice plus Indestructible Land?
Whether this deck's good or not, I'm not sure. It's really based.
This is awesome.
It's cool. It's so cool.
What?
That's not possible. There's no way.
What did we just see?
Argoth?
Argoth's Sanctum of Nature? Oh, Witherbloom!
Yes, we are! Okay, I'm in. I'm into it.
Yeah.
How much is the Titania?
The Titania is not playable. It's like $10.
Okay.
But this is just a land that mills 3 cards.
It mills 3 and makes a bear.
Yeah. Hey, Zoizama, welcome. Glad to have you. You say you're new to MTG. This format is going to be complicated for you, but also really cool. If you don't know what it is, it's $30 budget vintage. So this is the vintage banned restricted list, but with a $30 or less deck. So wow, even with the Cosmogoyfs being gone, we still have... I don't think Chain of Smog is cheap anymore.
There was a brief moment of time that you might have been able to get 2 in, I think. I tried it for a little while.
I remember seeing someone play a Nick Fit deck. Oh, Argoth has been activated.
We have a bear.
A long time ago, I saw a Nick Fit list that was on Chain of Smog, and they had, what's that 2-mana Demonic Tutor artifact that you pass around?
Wish Claws.
Yeah, Wish Claws were cheap,
That's
which was
great.
insane. Oh, nice. You played 2 in-person $30 vintage nights in the past month. That's awesome.
There it is.
But this is a non-lethal, right? Or
That's the bridge.
Oh, we have the bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have the bridge.
We have
So for anyone who's not familiar, Witherbloom is going to deal 1 damage every time you cast or copy a spell. This
awesome.
destroys a non-creature permanent, and then you can copy it. And we're just going to keep targeting the indestructible bridge. And this will just get the job done, and that should be the match. Boys, what do you think about tuning into this one?
This is a great
I'm starting to
This is
see
awesome.
why our player times are so low. Resolving Chain of Acid just takes a while.
Yeah.
It's like the Fluctuator game we were looking at last turn. Because of Modo and the way it works, having to resolve every trigger, your player timer can get a little low.
Are there any others that are us?
I think that might be... We might be ready to flip the round.
What's the bottom? Oh, no, that was this one.
Let's check this one. This could be real
Let me
vintage.
check.
That's Bizarre, so that's
That
not
is
us.
definitely real.
This is real vintage, guys. This is real vintage.
I'll check one more. I don't know anything about this. I'll peruse. But while we're perusing, we'll go big mode for a second. Looks like I need to fix my chat. I'll find some time to do that at some point. That was a fun first round. We may be ready to flip. Andrew, what's that looking like? Actually, I can use this time to try to fix my chat. How do I do this? Chat. Can I make this try harder?
I'm getting spinny wheels.
I don't know much about that.
There we go.
All right, are we ready to pair
We
round 2 then?
Ready to go.
Extreme elements. Mitchell, we are big face mode right now, by the way, so
Very visible.
we are very visible.
Amazing.
I'm gonna try to fix this chat thing, but I also don't really know what I'm doing, so. Stream elements. My elements. Streaming tools. Here we go. Edit this. How do I copy this? Save this. Bear with me, chat. We'll be right back on track in just a moment with a whole new round. Copy URL. Chat.
Diamond Dude, you're absolutely right. Fluctuator is less click intensive than Witherbloom for sure. You're definitely resolving fewer triggers in a Fluctuator deck.
Yeah, that's fair, because it kind of just does it, right?
Yeah, like you're really just like cycling cards and you're just kind of repeating the same action over and over again. I imagine it's easier to like misclick and mess up when resolving a Chain of Acid.
Yeah, because you need to target something, and you need to like yield through the priority of copy and like accept the priority of copying it.
I don't pity Moto players. It looks awful. Glad it exists. My God, it's like that though.
Okay, so chat's a little scuffed, but we
Ooh.
have chat, I think.
Headphones going on.
It looks like we're pairing the next round, so we're right on time.
Sweet.
Chat, tell me if you can see chat in our big screen mode. Hopefully it's working. But
You can see in big screen mode. There is also just the chat on the side of the screen for viewers.
nice. Yeah, that is true, so I don't really need it. All right, we're jumping into round 2. Andrew, did you win your round 1?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you want to comment, because you might be able to hear us.
I mean, I'm about to put headphones in.
Oh, you're going headphones in, so we could
Yeah.
watch?
He's headphoning.
Is there anything you want to watch in particular, Mitchell?
Not really. We could do Andrew. We could also do an Arcanium. We could do a Jesse.
I want to see what Jesse's
Let's
up
see what
to.
Jesse's cooking up. He's been on a rack lately, and I'd be interested to see if it's a little different.
Where is Jesse? Is he Arcanium on Moto as well? Phil, I also want to see what Phil's up to.
I believe he's Arcanium on Moto.
Maybe he's just running a little. Tell you what, let me pull up Phil first, and we'll jump to Jesse when we can.
Friend of the stream, Phil.
Phil is holy shit. Goblin Recruiter's resolving.
We have a Goblin Recruiter resolution. This is bad for Phil, not good for Phil. We also have a snow-covered island, which is interesting. Notably, basics in our format do not count towards the $30 deck restriction, but snow basics do. So an amount of Phil's deck, he is paying for that snow island, and probably a bit, which is interesting because you don't think like $1 for a land is that much until you need like 3 or 4, and then you're paying $4 for basic islands.
Right,
And
that's like
a lot.
I mean, it's more than 10% of your budget, right?
Arkham's Astrolabe is really messed up though, so it's like pretty close to being worth it most of the time.
Do you think Phil is playing Enigma Jewel?
Enigma Jewel would be really cool. I could see him on one of his Esperzoa piles.
Okay, the bad news for Phil is that he's dead unless he does something. They revealed Conspicuous Snoop, Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker, Recruiter, which is interesting, and Torch Courier.
Yeah, Recruiter lets you reset the pile if something
If you
goes
get
wrong.
messed with.
So you can high roll into like, you're like, I'm going for my combo, which for you guys who don't know, Conspicuous Snoop reveals the top card of your library. And if the top card of your library, it has the activated abilities of those cards. If it's a goblin. You can also cast goblins from the top of your library. So you put Snoop into play, you cast Torch Courier off top, you give it haste, and then now there's a Kiki Jiki on top, and every time you tap Torch,
I think we're just gonna see.
yeah, we're just gonna see a Snoop. So we're gonna see how this works.
Snoop in play.
Cast
Courier off the top. Kiki Jiki top card. Giving haste to Snoop.
And now it's just gonna make a billion Kiki Jikis.
Or even better, a billion Snoops because they're non-legendary,
Correct.
right?
Yes, a billion Snoops with the activated ability of Kiki Jiki.
Yeah, because Kiki Jiki only copies non-legendaries, but this is a Snoop that has the Kiki Jiki ability. And I gotta be honest, I am so terrified of this Goblins deck, because depending on how the budget's at, all he needed to win this game was 3 basic mountains and a Goblin Recruiter to resolve on turn 2. And he has a guaranteed turn 3 kill.
How does this kill from here? Because they're all tapped, right?
He's going to end on a Recruiter, and he's going to put a Sling Gang Lieutenant on top that's going to let him sacrifice all of his goblins. Now, if you do have a removal spell, there's probably some time where it's good to use it, but I'm not going to tell you when, because I don't know. Yeah, that's a combo. Riley was menacing our local scene with this for quite some time.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's a Mog Mob. That's even better.
What the hell?
So this could, honestly, this is probably just mono red then. Choosing to completely forego black is my guess.
I think that's smart. I'm not a big munitions expert believer in this format, and honestly, the black you get is for Sling Gang Lieutenant and that card.
Yeah.
I could also see some like Inquisitions in a deck like this, try to like fight a little bit of the hate, perhaps.
Yeah. This is us. Okay. Well, that was awesome. I want to see more of Phil's deck, but I also want to touch base with what Jesse's up to. Where is Jesse? Jesse must have a different name on Moto. Is he banned surgical, maybe? Ooh.
Oh,
Is this Nick Fit?
it's a pile for sure. Rushed Rebirth is really interesting in this format. You could rush Rebirth a Grief, which is really cool. See, like you Grief, and instead of scamming the Grief, you rushed Rebirth it into another heater.
Creature card with lesser mana value. You can get a grist off of that.
Yeah, that seems really good, actually. I assume that was the play pattern we saw with that grist in play.
Okay, so here we're seeing bridges. Is this Fires of Invention?
Fires of Invention, maybe Jeskai Boom.
Yeah, Jeskai Boom, Fires. They're definitely... So they're playing Rustveil Bridges, so they're definitely playing Cleansing Wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Heidel, do you know Jesse's Magic Online name? Yeah, Griefs. The Life Death is probably just scamming the Griefs, is my guess. So this is probably just black-green mid-range, right?
Yeah, this is just looking like a solid mid-range pile. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. The Rush Rebirth is cool tech. I like being able to get double duty off Grief, whether you're scamming it or whether you're turning it into like a grist.
Yeah.
Little 3/3 getting in here.
Like Noble Hierarchs, man. Getting in for damage. You know, I was talking to Joe about Chandras, and I was asking him if he would ever go back to playing Chandras instead of Minsk and Booze. And you know what's crazy? Chandra Torch of Defiance is more expensive than Minsk and Boo. Can you believe that?
I have no words for that. I mean that none.
It's
There's
literally
not.
insane. If he wanted to play Chandra Torch, he's priced out, and he would rather save money playing Minsk and Boo. Okay, cool. Ban Surgical is Arcanium. So this is Jesse, one of the mods running this black-green deck. Castle Vantress, be still my heart.
Castle Vantress, a Hissing Quagmire. This is good magic. This is good magic we're seeing from these two players.
It really is.
Hissing Quagmire, notably a lot cheaper than Restless Cottage.
Yeah, Restless Cottage is pretty good, though.
It is. It's like $2 or $3 on a given day, though. And maybe it's down a little bit right now, but last I checked, it was a lot of money.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest, you can tell me if you agree. I think the mana bases in Budget Vintage are some of the most fun things. Because they're good enough that they work. Ooh, that's a good depopulate. Getting back another depopulate off the bat.
That's a top deck. Or did he reveal a second depopulate? Was it just depop?
He got it off the bat. So his last card in hand is depopulate.
Oh, I meant when Bat made him reveal his hand. Did he show depop?
I think he did, yeah, because he's only got one card in hand now. Death on the bat.
Death on the... Interesting, no death on
Why
the
not
Grief.
Death on the Grief? Because he's at...
Oh, being at 4 is big. Okay, that makes sense.
Because he would go to 2 instead.
Animating Hissing Quagmire here. It is Death Touch?
Yeah, it does. Does he want to stay above 2 so he doesn't die to a Chandra Torch?
I would assume that's the problem. His opponent being a red deck, there could be bolts in this deck we haven't seen yet. There could be like cards to push to deal damage to face.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. And we are doing an upkeep Castle Vantress Scry. What do you think about that, Mitchell?
I think if there's a bolt in this deck, it's good.
Yeah.
Looking for bolt here gets rid of the lifelinker or a discharge. Either way, getting rid of this like lifelinker that he's trying to use to stabilize is pretty big.
Yeah. I always feel weird when I upkeep Castle Vantress because I almost feel like when you do that, you kind of get addicted to doing it, and like you're almost priced into doing it like the next turn if you don't find anything good.
It's nice to just have, because if your like hand's not working out, just being able to like, because like it's not like Jesse's killing him immediately, right? Like this isn't like a
right. It's 3 a turn, so he's got a couple turns.
He has time to sculpt a little bit.
Now the interesting thing is, even if he finds another board wipe, it is going to be hard to remove that Hissing Quagmire. It looks like he's got access to swords, which would definitely do it.
March of Otherworldly Light will do it.
Does it for cheap.
Big
Razorgrass Ambush does it.
He has a lot of instant speed interaction, which is good for him. Corey Mountain Monastery is pretty interesting. I like that card a lot.
It looks awesome in... does Fires of Invention only let you cast from your hand?
Correct. You can, sorry, you...
But well, you could choose to pay mana to cast something from exile, right?
believe so.
And that is just a hard cast Timeless Dragon.
That's pretty big. It stops the bat in its tracks.
He could even trade it for the Quagmire and then Eternalize it, which is pretty good. This is looking bad for Jesse, but if he draws like an Ursine Monstrosity or a Grist...
I think a Grist here is... Whoa, okay.
That changed a lot of
things. That's a good one. That's a good one to draw.
Can he Rebirth into it off Grief? He can't, right?
No, he cannot. He can notably block with the bat here and give back Depopulate and just kind of keep Monarch for another turn, which is good.
Yeah, I think you take the card probably.
You take the card, you give him the board wipe, because even if he board wipes here, it's not like he's taking Monarchy back. Not efficiently. He's going to have to like do some work to get Monarchy. I guess he could get Monarchy back and then wipe.
Yeah.
This card he's casting right now is going to...
affect a lot, right?
Yes. 3 fairy? Show me a 3-mana Teferi? Ooh, that's bad.
March, get back to Populate. So he's going to take the Monarch.
Oh, Jesse's dead. It's a 5/5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a forest through the tree situation, isn't it?
I always forget that the card itself is a 5/5. I'm always like locked in on the 4/4.
Yeah, it's always wild when taking the Monarch actually just means your opponent dies. What's going on over in Phil World? It looks...
Oh.
Okay, so this is actually better for Phil than the last time. But look, he's just getting... What the hell?
He's on the Esperzoa piles. I knew it. Phil is a notable Esperzoa gamer. He loves this card.
3-mana 4/3. Urnum Gen who?
It blocks real good on this board state.
Yeah, he has 2 Battlecry activations. So, well, I don't know. Does it block well?
It doesn't. I'm a liar.
It actually blocks badly.
In haste, this is bad. Phil might just lose on this turn.
Oh, he could be... Ah!
Because he activates...
Wait, he's dead. Because
he activates that, gives it haste.
Give haste, and then do it.
Yeah.
Is that natural? Did he set up that Kiki?
No, yeah, he did. He has a Goblin.
Oh, Recruiter play. Yep. Fuck, man, that Goblin deck.
If you're not... Goblins is so underplayed in this format. I mean, it's like nuts how good this deck is.
Yeah, so he's got it all. Could have actually even skipped the Torch Courier.
Ooh.
Okay,
That's
so...
big. That's big.
Interestingly enough, if he had gone Battlecry Goblin instead of Torch Courier, his team would be Anthemed right here, right?
Yeah, he would have more upside on a Battlecry trigger. On a Battlecry.
Because then if he attacked with everything, it would be block, take 6.
Mm-hmm.
So the second power word kill, there's a chance that gets Phil out of this.
It's definitely going to help him stabilize here, and then if he just has like a board wipe here, I don't know like what Phil's list is like. I don't know if there's any of those little black board wipes.
Right, like maybe he has a Languish or a Nuclear Fallout from Fallout.
Languish would be a lot better here. Nuclear Fallout would probably kill him.
Right, because that's a problem. Because you get the rad counters, and the rad counters are good for some damage eventually. Yeah, I think Goblins is insane. Riley was really messing up our Cincinnati locals with it for a long time.
There's a lot of points of interaction, but like even with the war cards, you see it there. It's like the points of interaction happen, and then they're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna lord my team and deal 4 to you with a creature.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's like they just get to do this anyways.
Oh gosh, there's even more text. Look at that. Pack Tactics triggering.
Yeah. It's like you stop the combo line, and then they beat you to death with 1/1s.
Right, because they're taking 6 here. So Phil does need to languish.
He needs literal, actual languish.
And the Goblins player's top card is still Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker, right?
Mm-hmm. And you're seeing the unfortunate reality of Espresso decks is like you're forced into these awkward trades, and then you kind of have to like put Espresso back in your hand. Like when you have the cryogenic relics of the world, it's great.
That
like,
is insane with Espresso.
Yeah, like you feel like a madman when you're doing that kind of stuff, right? But
yep. Looking back,
ooh,
wow, Leyline of
Leyline
Sanctity
is interesting
against the Deep Cavern, Bat, Grief. I think we saw him to Turok last game.
Yeah, it seems really solid in this matchup. Deep Cavern Bat still a 1/1 flyer with lifelink.
It's not bad, yeah.
Like it's not the ideal situation to be in to be attacking for 1 every turn, but you know stranger things have happened, right?
Yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle, but let's see like an Ursine Monstrosity right here, right?
I think a bear or a grist,
A grist.
here is really what Jesse wants to be swinging.
Yeah, and Scavenging Ooze is a fine card. Not really the point in the game that you'd like to see it, right? Because there's not full graveyards.
Mm-hmm. I could see eating a removal spell here because it's such a problem.
Yeah, just like swords it or something.
Great into that card.
That is pretty good.
Really
Yeah, gobble it
good
up
into
right
that
now.
card. Dealing with these Timeless Dragons, which is a way that this deck gets to have reach of like uncounterable creatures and just like really sticky creatures.
Yeah.
And gain Jesse some life. Like it's just it is a good card here. It's not like I don't think it's the heater that he really wants to slam into play on turn 2.
No,
turn
but
3.
it was fine. It's a 3-mana 3/3 with some upside. Okay, so there is. That's funny. Rest in peace. This is kind of
It's
getting
good.
bullied a little bit here.
It's good here. Being able to like stop the big bear from ever really getting. I don't know if Jesse's on Ursine Monstrosity.
We didn't see him yet. I don't know. I would want to play 1 maybe for my Rushed Rebirth.
Yeah, card's good. Rushed Rebirth is a pretty interesting get, right? And turning off Rushed Rebirth too. Creatures that are not dying anymore.
Oh, you're right.
That's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
big. Ooh.
yeah, life get in for 2. I think 70% of Jesse's deck doesn't work anymore. By the way,
I agree.
the hand attack is dead, and anything that goes through the graveyard is dead.
I'd be interested to see what naturalize effects Jesse is on. I assume Haywire Might's cheap now.
Is that? It's not when it dies. Yeah, you get 2 life when it dies. That would work. Boom goes the dynamite. I gotta be honest. Having the land blown up is not Jesse's biggest problem right now.
No.
It's like everything else.
I do think if he's able to get rid of this Rest in Peace and then follow up with something relevant, he's in a good position.
I agree. It just hurts that on that turn 3 where it was kind of like shields down from the opponent, it wasn't like a big play, right? It was a fine Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah. Then followed by like a life there, you can definitely tell double life. I mean, he's pushing damage, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, that's even... I wonder if you wanted to wait 1 more turn to get another point. Maybe his hand's all lives, and this is just what it's going to be now.
I mean, if he follows up with 1 additional life and no more... Like, if he plays a green source, life...
Yeah, 3 more.
His opponent's dead.
3, 6, goes to 1, right?
Yeah, sorry, goes to 1.
But yeah, if he goes land, life, and maybe that's just what he has.
Ugh. It's bad.
It's bad. It's bad here, yeah.
I think Jesse really wants to see some kind of wilt effect.
We'll see the end of that game. I'm just going to try to get the next one queued up quickly while we're there. I do want to see what Andrew's up to.
I agree, Diamond Dude. I don't think pushing just that 1 damage was really that relevant. I think he could have waited a turn, especially if he felt like a depopulate was on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, his hand could be 1 to 2 more lives, though. Ugh. The classic life aggro versus boom bust.
Second Rest in Peace? Ooh.
That's just... That's just the cherry on
It's
top.
just like rubbing it in the wounds now.
Yeah. Like rub your nose in it.
I don't know what Jesse draws here that makes this matchup like good again. I think a grist. If you can play a green source plus grist.
Yeah, if it had been a grist on turn 3, that would have been pretty good. Are you liking grist in the format right now? What's your thoughts on his position?
I think in this matchup it's great. I think grist is it's a card for the control matchup more than anything. It stabilizes you pretty well in like the mid range mirrors also. So like I think it's like the card that lets you like fight for initiative pretty well, protect it once you have it. It can get rid of creatures that you care about. I think it's really good with Malevolent Rumble. You Malevolent Rumble on 2, make a 0/1, and then you untap on 3 and play a grist and then sack it to you sack the 0/1 to kill something.
Yeah.
So there are play patterns that are really solid with grist, I think, in this format. It can be a little slow in some matchups. I do take it out.
Yeah. I will say, using a depopulate on a single bat is like really steak too juicy, lobster too buttery territory, right?
Definitely. Yeah, Diamond, it's really bad in the combo matchups. Your opponent is trying to channel mirror you, and you're looking at this dumb 3-drop that doesn't actively stop the channel mirror.
Well, okay, speaking of grist,
this is a big time to have a grist. There is a Celestial Colonnade.
The Colonnade is just going to knock it down.
Colonnade is just going to beat its ass. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not going to do all that much here. Grist and Brasking Brood-Scale seems real good.
That's sweet.
Lie. That's another deck that I think is a little underplayed in this format. I think Basking Brood-Scale could get a lot more play. That card is really good.
Yeah, and I will say, I play a lot of Sailor's Bane decks, and Grist feels really good into that. It makes me feel stupid about my whole deck.
Yeah, it lets you pay all the ward costs, right? Because you resolve a Grist, make a 1/1, and then you activate Grist in their turn because you just have extra mana.
You have like 4 mana, or you just chump block forever.
Electing not to attack into Grist with the Colonnade here. That's interesting.
Yeah, because Colonnade costs 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd have Colonnade 1, 2. You kind of could have done it all, right? Because Colonnade gets Vigilance, so you could have Colonnaded down the Grist and then played the Narset.
You just wouldn't have gotten the Cleansing Wildfire.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, the Narset definitely feels like you're playing with your food and giving them a chance to.
Because now Grist is going up to 5, and you're gonna it's just gonna go up to 5 and make a 1/1, and now you're actually under a ton of under a ton of pressure from the Grist.
Yeah, now he gets to attack into the Narset too. So you if he activates Narset again, it dies.
Yeah, you probably want to poke the Narset for 1.
Yeah, you might as well, right? Like you get it down. If he gets a Ignoble Hierarch here, he can take it down to not being able to be activated at all. That might be kind of huge.
Yeah. Could technically minus, but I don't like that.
Yeah, I think nuking the Narset here is actively bad. You can police it with the creatures.
Right, because if you nuke it, then you don't have a 1/1, and then Colonnade takes down the Grist. And if you get the Narset down to 2, and then he downticks it, you're open to draw one of your Monarch cards. Mm-hmm. And Monarch is basically the one mechanic in your deck that's not shut down right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesse agrees with us on hitting the Narset.
5 cards in hand from Jesse. How many of those do you think are hand attack? 2?
Yeah, it's got to be 2 at least. Is he playing double green cards? I wonder if that could be.
Okay, that's a good one. This is a card you want to see right now in this matchup. I think if the game's going to be slow, you just need a 3/2 trample for 2.
Man, Mosswood, Dread Knight, Grist, those are really good cards to grind.
Yes. This is one of the reasons I love green-black in this format right now. I really like the way... Oh, that's bad. That's a March of Weatherboardly Light. That's gonna... Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's so
bad. That eats his lunch.
Yeah, this Jeskai player, seemingly having it all.
Yeah.
Electing to get rid of Narset here, which is correct. I think you're both, you're top decking, he has 4 cards in hand. It's like you need to kind of find something to do.
Especially when you have 11 billion mana down here, right?
Yeah.
And it's not even just drawing a card, you're getting a good card.
Mm-hmm. And it gives you more information whether or not you should colonnade this turn. Like if you draw a real heater, like if he draws a dragon, you probably just play the dragon out.
Yeah, dragon would be strong. Dragon would maybe prompt a Grist down tick, which is good and bad, right?
Mm-hmm. Or We're starting to see a lot more Narset in this format too, which I think is cool. Finally getting more use out of these like restricted cards.
I was about to ask if Narset was restricted. I couldn't remember.
It is. Oh,
that
God,
probably
yes.
makes sense, yeah. Okay, so we can start with a Wildfire. Is that what we got off of... Yes, Narset got Cleansing. So Narset did end up just being a cantrip, kind of.
Just a redraw into what we assume can be this Castle of Interest.
It looks like we're going to boot up the Colonnade, perhaps. Look, gamers, I gotta be honest, if you want a format where you can play Celestial Colonnade and Creeping Tar Pit, this is the format for you. They are good here.
Electing to get in on this Grist, I think, honestly, the more I think about it, the more maybe attacking the Grist wasn't the most immediate issue he needed to sort out. Especially if his hand wasn't, like, great on the follow-up. It's like, you get rid of Grist, and then... I guess he did have the March of Otherworldly Light, though.
Yeah, I don't remember what the exact status of his hand was. I do think it's safe to assume that the player who's got full information probably made the right call, and we're just kind of here from the back seat. But it did look a little weird not knocking down that Grist that one turn. Look, they just attacked for 2/7 of his life total. That's huge. No one even knows what percent that is, but it's huge.
I started teaching people about fractions on the screen.
It is a 2-turn clock.
Yeah, he really needs to depopulate here. Luckily, this Vantress is really... Like, he can Vantress in upkeep and then still depop, which is huge.
Yeah, the problem with that is, like, you're spending your whole turn, and then there's still a Grist, right? Like we talked about.
Yeah, but again, you spend the whole turn, Grist goes up 1 additional.
Yep.
And then you just hit it anyways. So it's like, maybe it's not the worst thing ever to depop here.
And yeah, it'd be better than not depopping, I'll tell you that. Very fortunate that Grist does not have his ultimate to kill right now.
Yeah, that would be a scary ultimate in this game.
Yeah. Really booting it up.
Okay, so no depop.
Sure, well, or he's got one more turn to do it, right? He could go to 2 and then fire up the depop, and the fact that Jesse spent no mana last turn, his hand could be really garbage right now, right?
Life does kill here. he could be slow rolling a life.
Yeah, because, I mean, he cast that one life, what we thought was prematurely earlier, that could, okay, no life this turn, put your opponent to 2. And Noah can do another upkeep scry into Depop. Oh my god, it's a Quagmire. Depop doesn't do it.
Huge here. He needs Depop plus an instant speed removal spell.
Yeah, which Depop for 4, so he's got 3 mana to spend.
He does have the mana to do it. He notably March does CMC. So
right,
if he sees a Depop and has a March in hand, he at least gets to stabilize.
It's a big ask.
It is a big ask.
This is game 2, right?
Ooh, this is for sure a Desperation Wildfire, trying to draw a good card.
He still has the mana to do Depop into Swords or March. But yeah, his cards now have to be the nuts. We're not conceding.
We could be overthinking this. He could just have an instant speed Slag Storm.
We can't Swords to Plowshare Sphinx's Rev for 1. That doesn't do it.
No, that does not stabilize quite much. What?
All right, match is tied 1-1. I'm glad we watched that one.
That was a good match.
Is that a lesson in drawing too many sideboard cards? Is there anything we learned from that?
Probably. That happens, though. I think that's something that you kind of... It just is going to happen, especially when you're playing ley lines. I assume there's 4 ley lines in a sideboard.
Right.
If you really want it in your opener. He has a good amount of selection, though. I'd be interested to see if he's only on 1 Castle of Interest.
That's a good question. I know he has Vantress, and then he's got the Mountain Monasteries, which are, similar. Do we know for sure this is a Fires of Invention deck, or am I just assuming that based on what we're seeing?
Just assumptions. I would assume we're more likely Jeskai Boombust.
Yeah, you're right, because we did see those, so...
Yes, because we saw Boombusts and Chandra. So I assume we're on, like, a Jeskai, Walker, like, Super Friends, like, Boombust list?
Yeah, you're right. It could just not be Fires. I've been thinking about Fires again, for better or for worse.
I think Fires is an unexplored card in the format, for sure.
Well, I was thinking about it with Retrofitter Foundry.
Retrofitter being, like, cheap has been definitely an underexplored thing. I think more Retrofitter. I was looking at some old, like, Retrofitter Ornithopter lists, Because we have 8. You can play. Well, there's technically like 12. You can play Rotorithopter.
I don't know that card.
It's old. It's another old. I believe it's a Theromanithopter. Everett's definitely familiar.
There was. Do you remember?
Rotorithopter.
Malachi was playing ninjas for a while without Retrofitter, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think you could definitely play. That's Satoro, right?
Yeah, he had Satoros in there. I got walloped by that list, and Retrofitter makes the Ornithopter scarier.
It does.
Noah's leading on a Leyline of Sanctity again. Really quick, I just want to dip my toes in and see what's going on with Andrew's match. Andrew looks pretty stable here.
Red White Energy.
That's a hard matchup for Mono Blue Post. We'll see more on that later, but I want to not jump around too terribly much.
For the Retrofitter discussion, Rotorithopter is a 1 mana 0/2 with flying and has 2 mana +1/+0. And you cannot activate it more than twice.
Awful, just terrible stuff.
But you can Retrofitter it. It's a card you're just pitching to Retrofitter Foundry.
Yeah, that's fair. It also does ninja things.
Yes.
There we saw Deep Cavern Bat just coming out as a 2 mana 1/1 flying lifelink. Look, I've played limited before. I'll play a 2 mana flying lifelinker.
I've played worse Magic cards.
Yeah, a Noble. Look, it's a
2/2.
It's a 2/2 flying lifelink. That card's busted. Windrake who?
I think what Jesse really wants here is like a Mosswood Dread Knight follow-up or something. He really wants to apply the pressure since he cannot actively... What?
Ah!
I have to sit down.
I just checked my watch. It's 2007.
Dude, that took us into an entirely different matchup.
Yeah, I don't know how that even happened.
Mr. President.
I do want to... What was happening over here? O-Stone. Andrew's looking like he's in a good place over here. We don't need to see too much more.
Yeah, O-Stone's super good in this format.
I agree.
As you can see.
The amount of stuff that you just get to clean up is awesome.
Being able to, like, beat up on, like, red-white energy in any way is really good right now. That deck is... I wouldn't call it a boogeyman. It's definitely really solid.
I think it's a boogeyman. We've talked about it before. I think you and I have the opinion that it's so good, it's kind of a clown deck.
Yeah, it's a little icky how efficient it is at doing its thing.
Yeah.
I respect the people who built it as deck builders.
It's awesome.
My God, it's demoralizing a little bit. Oh God.
Yeah. Speaking of demoralizing,
when my Jeskai opponent has it all.
I will say Jesse's up in cards, and we're not under a rest in peace. Jesse's not really casting spells though, so I don't know what's up with that.
I think he needs to be a little more aggressive, mulliganing to not super, especially with a Leyline in his opponent's deck. It's like I don't know if he's just holding back interaction right now, or if he's just keeping really discard heavy hands. I don't know.
Right, because you don't know. Okay, that's the end. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
How we doing?
Good. Did you just wrap up your match, Andrew?
Yeah.
We saw tiny bits of it. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, so it was Red White Energy. Game 1, I was on the play and was able to do like Cloud Post into Island, into Remand, into Cloud Post.
Sure. The basketball you talking through.
Just kind of got underneath. I think I'm pretty sure my opponent mulled to 6 in the game 1 and then mulled to 5 in game 2, unfortunately.
How does that matchup felt overall? Blue Post versus Red White?
I am very heavily teched for it. I'm on 2 Blast Zones. I'm on 2 Ratchet Bomb effects. I'm on Repeals, 3 Spatial Contortions in the sideboard, 3 Oblivion Stones with 3 Scour for Scraps to find them if need be. They can absolutely get under you. It's a fast deck. It's a pretty consistent deck too. My biggest fear is someone going like on the play, turn 1 Guided Souls, turn 2 Amped Raptor, getting even more energy potentially, and just kind of flooding the board that way before I can really establish an Oblivion Stone. My starts that don't exactly start on Cloud Post are significantly worse. So it's there's a reason I'm teched so heavily for it.
Well, Blue Post is like notoriously a lot worse at finding its Cloud Posts than
Yep.
Green Post ever has been, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, so you have this issue of like you really need the Cloud Posts to big bro your opponent a little bit.
Yep.
Otherwise, they're just gonna play like efficient 2-drops and you'll probably die.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Was that it? Or is there still
That one wrapped up the night, I believe. We have 2 more active, it looks like.
Yeah, the play pattern with Blue Post specifically of like non-Cloud Post on one, play Expedition map, play land, hold up, remand, or activate is like
That's really
fine.
good.
It's fine and good, but the issue becomes you need to find a way to fit a tapped land into your curve.
Yeah.
And I think that's my biggest issue with the deck personally, is I want stuff, and I mean, and that's a big reason why I'm on the Ratchet Bombs, I'm on the Spatial Contortions. It's stuff that you can do early that matters.
Because you know your late game is going to be better than anybody's.
Yes, yeah, your late game realistically is, I would argue, is the best in the format currently.
Yeah, I mean, because you have lands that kill your opponent.
Oh my god.
I checked my watch. It's 2005.
Andrew, you're a big fan of Jund, right? You're a Jund guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
He's missing the replicate.
No.
Yeah, loose focus here is huge on the Himatorak. He does do it at 3/2 idiot.
Yes.
There is an idiotic beater in play that will kill him.
There is a hasty boy.
It's so sad because we had what we needed, right? Like the loose focus against the Cascader is insane, but we just missed land drops.
It's also your opponent being on Soul Ring is also like a Soul Ring start is so miserable.
This might just be turn 3
I
on
was
the
gonna say,
draw.
this guy could just be untapping on his 3.
Turn 4 here.
Turn 4. Okay. So it was a missed blue land drop. Yeah. Unfortunate.
Man, playing the Razorgrass there, I mean, if that's a land you have, you got to play it. But
yeah. I mean, that does kill a Blood Raid, so.
Right, but hopefully he's got other removal in his deck, and we're going to figure it out along the way. Because you just got to get that into play, right?
Missing a land drop plus your opponent having a Soul Ring start is not really where you want to be as a control deck at all.
No.
Yeah. We need a format panel to ban Sol Ring and also ban missing your land drop.
Soul Ring, interestingly, doesn't get played in every deck. We get a lot of conversations with people where it's like, oh, so does everyone play Soul Ring? Less common than you think.
I feel smart when I don't play Sol Ring. I love it.
Definitely. It's like you definitely get to you might lose the match, but you get to win the moral victory.
You get some cool guy points.
You're like, well, I didn't play Soul Ring.
Well, I will also say Sol Ring's like $1.25. It's not.
It's not free. It is not a free card.
Somehow, despite 8 billion printings.
Well, for the longest time, I remember it just had a price memory of $3, despite being printed every 3 months.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
Andrew, are you Sol Ringing in Blue Post today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darn, I thought you might be.
That seems like the perfect deck for a Soul Ring.
Feels bad when you O-Stone your own Sol Ring, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That's definitely like a steak too juicy, lobster too buttery situation. Like,
Yeah, I guess the counterpoint is it feels good when you live long enough to O-Stone because you had a Sol Ring.
Yeah, that's the thing is...
Yeah, turn 2 O-Stone is probably pretty good in just the era matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your Goblin's opponent, Goblin recruiters you.
Big
Bear!
I will say if Turnus Evolved untaps, somehow finds land number 4 and depops, we're in okay shape.
Right.
If we don't depop, what's the bear count right now? Oh, that was a main phase 2 bear, by the way.
I don't necessarily hate that. I don't think the one card is going to change too much.
Right, because there could be removal spell plus lose focus, and maybe removal spell on Bloodbraid Elf during combat, and then play the bear.
Yeah, I do like attacking in this situation.
March the Sol Ring,
You can't hit any of the threats, so I don't hate it. No, well, technically, we don't know if there's any white cards in their hand.
Yeah, because if he pitched a white card, you could have gotten the Ursine,
Which
right?
is just another unfortunate situation of having to play that Razorgrass ambush.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we're covered.
That's a good one.
That helps.
Notably, bear count was 2, so he was going to get in for at least 8 on the following turn.
Oh, is this standstill?
Oh, standstill. Okay, cool.
Honestly, 2/2 lifelink looks fantastic here.
Yeah, and it'll get bigger. If you can survive 2 turns, it blocks the Blood Raid forever. Never mind.
Life's bad, man.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely not a good position for Sansa to be in. I assume this is game 3 of the match.
Based on clock, probably, yeah. How many other matches do we have going? Yeah, so we've got one other match going, it looks like. And guys, we are in for 5 rounds of Magic today. This is round 2. So we will be hanging out for quite a while. So feel free to hang out with us today. Get your laundry done, fold some laundry while hanging out. And oh my god, it's Karma Glyph.
This is huge here. Glyph Nest is another card like Grist where if this comes down and resolves in the control matchup and they cannot deal with it, you win the game. I've had several games that I had no business winning, and then I made 4 Tarmogoyfs,
Yeah.
and then I had business winning.
I will say Tarmogoyf Nest is the slowest card in the world, but I will say amazing against the Standstill player.
It's like they play Standstill, and they're like, you're going to cast a spell, and you never have to cast a spell again. You just play a Goyf every turn.
Bant, Wilderness Wreck, Standstill with Tarmogoyf Nest. Anybody?
I've considered a Goyf Nest or two in my sideboard for Bant Wreck.
Awful energy.
It's bad, but it makes bigger creatures than Castle Ardenvale does.
It does make significantly.
I would
also for cheaper. Ardenvale's 4, right?
I would more likely play it in Sultai Wreck because Sultai Wreck doesn't have an Ardenvale. It got one in Avatar that makes 1/1 unblockables, but they can't block, which is bad.
Which is an issue, yeah.
Sorry, they can block spirits.
Hell yeah.
Screw that deck in particular.
Me and the spirits match up blocking a 3/3.
Yeah, we're not trading there because are we trying to grow this to a 4-power prairie dog?
I think that is the only way you are winning this matchup.
Does this have an activated ability? What's this guy do? Oh, so we could... We're not able to do that. We're not close. We're not particularly close to the prairie dog activation. I love when...
So a Tarmogoyf would eat a prairie dog, so you can't even attack and gain life.
Yeah. What's the Goyf number right now? It's land, sorcery, instant?
Yeah.
So we're cranking out 3/4s?
Yeah.
Goyf, it's a Goyf, so it's a creature as well, because it counts as opponent's graveyard.
Oh, crap. 4 or 5?
A little 4/5s today.
We can trade with a Bloodbraid Elf and hope to God we can do this, but I think this Tarmogoyf Nest is the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
I think basically what he needs to stabilize here is, he's not stabilizing here.
Boys, it's over.
That's not happening.
That's unfortunate. I mean, a Swords keeps you alive for a turn.
Right, but
you still have another Tarmogoyf Nest token coming down on end step.
We need to activate No Stone.
What is this?
Is it March?
Probably has to be March, right? Yeah, paying costs. This feels like a March.
You need to have like March plus Swords plus another March.
Oh, Shark Tooth. Okay, so
that's
you can
not
block. You can
bad.
It doesn't deal with a permanent, which is an issue.
No, but maybe it helps you get to like a good turn. I don't know, man. Things are rough right now. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Between the Sol Ring start and the struggling on land, right? Because if they hadn't had the Sol Ring, we would have had more time to find our lands. If we had had the lands, we would have caught that Bloodbraid Elf,
which is 3 extra turns at least.
Right. The Bloodbraid's gotten in for like 9 damage or something crazy.
There might even be actual counterspells stuck in hand that can't be cast.
Yeah.
Which would have stopped the Goyf Nest.
Yeah. Maybe a board wipe and we're dead.
Yeah.
3. Yeah. And he gets a card. Then Goyf Nest, close it out.
Yeah.
That's tough.
As a Jund fan, I am happy with seeing that deck do well. I love watching that deck win. It's just such a fun and interesting deck to me.
It's not. I mean, it's hard not to cheer for the him to Turok Tarmogoyf Nest deck.
Super fair boomer deck.
Speaking of super fair decks, wow.
Ooh, that's awesome.
This matchup seems really cool.
Priest of Titania on War Master. So we have 1 billion mana over here, but not a lot of payoffs and 2 cards in hand.
Later, the Hydra's going to be a big creature.
I did not notice that. That could.
It is chump blockable, which is nice.
And the Boros player has 5 cards plus a Lurrus plus a Clue. That's really bad. And we are not close to having.
I mean, 1 card in hand. If there's a removal spell for that priest, this is a. I mean, even
these are 3/3. Oh no, these are 2/2s. Crap.
Yeah. So they do get eaten by raptors.
Yeah, any Pyroclasm here puts elves in like the dirt.
Double removal spell.
So, I mean, they still have that elf that's tapped on the left is a mana making one, right?
Yeah, it's a Birch Lure, and with double Nettle Sentinel, every spell that the Elves player casts is going to generate a mana.
3 mana, yeah.
I assume we don't get Glimpse, but maybe we get what's the 4 mana guy where whenever you cast an elf, some good stuff happens?
Beast Whisperer?
Yeah, Beast Whisperer, or there's the 3 mana one from like a Foundation style set.
There's the 2 mana green white and 2 mana blue white one, or blue green one. But I don't think this is a. Oh wait, Birch Lore makes any color, right?
Yeah, we're fixed.
So you could technically do the green white one, or nothing.
We currently have one,
Oh,
two,
there's down to
three.
one card in
We have
it.
4 mana. Pixie. See, it just does so much.
Yeah.
But the Lair of the Hydra is up for 3 right now, so we're actually
You're not attacking.
no. But the Boros player is instead just going to generate some insane advantage, right? 2/2 flyer plus let's amp Raptor again, going up to 6 energy.
Yeah.
It's not over though.
What hit?
Thraben Inspector.
That's fine.
That's about as good as you can ask for.
Yeah. It's gonna jump block.
Because theoretically, the Elves deck should have some big payoffs, right? Whether it's like Lead the Stampede, Winding Way, whatever other crazy stuff Elves decks are up to these days. Andrew, while we're doing this, will you double check to make sure you've got results from everyone else?
I don't think I can check that.
Okay, sick.
Other than manually counting, which I would prefer not to do
Yeah,
until
I
I try to pair. I guess I can try to pair, and if it's not legal, it'll bounce me back out.
That could. We have a lot of match results, so we should have 11, right?
Let's see here.
I can't wait to.
Oh no, there was a drop.
What the hell?
Who is that? Who's Chancellor of the Ten? Is that getting cast?
Yeah.
What?
Does anybody have that on their bingo card today?
No.
Do both Sentinels not get untapped?
I think there was a miss on maybe a misclick because they should.
That's absurd. Chancellor is interesting here, right?
Oh,
it lets you
apparently
play
this is
really
not.
early elves.
Cole thinks it's in the tourney. I don't recognize their Magic names. Oh, so we think this is just a casual match? Andrew, maybe try pairing. This could just be casual match.
Extra content for the people.
I mean, I'm glad we saw this, even if it's just for fun. Dude,
Coming in on a random match to seeing a Chancellor of the Tangle getting cast in L's is awesome. Chancellor of the Tangle is interesting though, right? It lets you play your 2-drops a turn early, or like turn 1 play 2 1-drops. It could be good. It's like maybe better than an Elvish Spirit Guide. It's cheaper probably.
Yeah, it sounds like we're thinking this is just...
Yeah, so new round's up. All right, I'm going silent.
Okay, I guess we won't see the exciting conclusion. This is a 6/7 Vigilance. It's just gonna beat.
It is a wall. This Nurturing Pixie is just gonna like beat ass though, I think.
Alright, well I guess we should go watch other matches, but it's sick that there's other budget vintage just being played. Andrew, are you undefeated right now?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
You wanna watch an Andrew game?
Yeah, let's watch an Andrew game. Make sure your headphones are up so you don't hear us, but
Yeah.
since
okay.
we don't have any additional information, I think there's no chance we say anything that would help you. If anything, we would be the opposite of helpful.
We're just clowning the whole time. We won't talk anything about the deck. We'll just be really mean to Andrew.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Diamond Dude, that was value vintage for sure. It just wasn't our tournament.
Andrew loses the die roll.
Sucks to suck, Andrew.
I won the diamond. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm far away and I can't see, so.
Alright, guys, so we are watching Andrew. He was playing Blue Post like we talked about. Leading on Expedition map, not bad. For anyone not familiar, we're going to be using the land Cloud Post to generate a lot of mana using our locuses like Trench Post and Glimmer Post. What do you think about this deck, Mitchell? You play a lot of blue-based control.
I like Blue Post a lot more than I like Green Post.
I do too, and I'm a Green Post guy. I love Green Post, but Blue Post I think just does it better these days.
I agree. I think it's in a really good spot in the meta. I think having a blue deck that can handle
Simeon's Spirit Guide out a Dredger's Insight.
I'm at a loss for words.
Ooh. This is not a fair deck. This is not a fair deck, boys.
Is this like monstrous Vortex? Is he Vortexing maybe?
I don't know.
No, because he's playing Dredger's Insight, so Vortex will stop.
And Rumble?
Hmm.
So,
Red Green Delirium?
you can't...
And Cash Grab? He's playing what?
Something's happening.
Oh my lord.
How are we reanimating these? What the... Chat, what are we seeing?
It looks like Red Green Delirium.
Yeah, but it's all friggin' 7 drops, Mitchell.
Hey. I didn't. Hey, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm at a loss as well.
All the creatures are enchantments or artifacts. Is that anything?
I'm like truly unsure what's happening.
Chat, someone has to know what's going on
I
here.
feel unsafe.
What did we get off the cash grab? Copperline Guard Sword, just getting lands. We can't be casting these.
Surely not.
What the Oh my god, something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Chat, hold me.
Yeah. Oh my
Andrew, you fucking nerd! Nerd alert!
Holy wowza. I was wondering if we were living deathing. I was just curious,
I didn't think about the Marauder.
That makes sense, right? Because you're looking to Delirium get the Cascade, right? Oh my...
This guy!
Local blue player has it all. We've been seeing it all day.
Chat, this guy sucks. Get Andrew out of here.
Did someone boot this guy?
Oh man, I gotta be honest. The Malevolent Rumble player is the good guy here. Andrew's in a really good position. This Cloud Post is 3 mana.
He sure is. But yeah, I think Cloud Post in general is good for this reason. It's a blue-based control deck that, one, gets to bully your opponents by having a billion more mana, and then it has inevitability with Trench Post.
Is this a big...
Yeah, and what do you got to say about that, Andrew?
It's gotta be a remand.
Oh, God. He had something to say about that. Crunching for 2.
Yeah, and thanks to Glimmer
3.
Post... Oh yeah, 3. That card's crazy.
The 3-1?
Do you think there are, like, are there also just Bloodbraid Elves to go all the way... Ew.
Wowza. Retrofitter Foundry? Really sick card we've been getting lately?
Whenever this creature attacks... he's gonna cast the Marauder. It's gonna be a ton of damage if this goes through. Surely Andrew can't just have it all.
Well, he does have the board.
He's got the Soul Guide, you're right. He does have it all.
Guide.
Yeah, it's Retrofitter's time. If you guys haven't ever played against a Retrofitter Foundry, I gotta be honest, it's the most demoralizing thing in the world.
You're like, surely that's not gonna make more permanents.
Like, watch this. Now, it untaps. I assume he's going to block sack, probably, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Dude, Retrofitter's schnasty. The double remand was so hateful.
The double remand plus main deck Soul Guide Lantern.
Also, I just want everyone to know that Andrew is 2-0 right now, which theoretically means that Tom Sonic is also 2-0 right now.
I mean, I can see decks just getting run over by this, right? Because it just like puts so much into the bin efficiently, and then it gets to select from that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, whereas the cycling versions of Living Death, you're kind of at the whim of your top deck. With Cash Grab, Malevolent Rumble, Dredger's Insight, you really get to like sculpt what you get while getting Delirium for your 3-1.
Yeah, and this is probably going to be the Soul Guide. Cracked is my guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Andrew's on. If that's a one-of for like a Scour for Scrap target, that's so rude.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was on a couple more. That card is just really good in Cloud Post. You have all the extra mana because mana's free in Post.
Right, there's no downside to just cycling it.
Yeah, it's just kind of gonna act like a star sometimes because cards like it's the year 2025. Magic cards just use the graveyard because
Oh, that's Scour for Scrap. Also, how many living ends do you think Tom Sonic can afford? It's not 4, probably.
I doubt it. 2 or 3.
Okay, but here's the thing.
All his cards are probably really cheap, so maybe he is on board.
At some point, he's just going to start casting the big insane cards with lands.
I agree. I don't know if it's going to matter with the Retrofitter play, though, right? It's like until he starts creating some creatures that have real, like... I guess there's some tramplers in his deck.
Yeah, Pyrowood Gearhulk, I think, is crazy. Let me move this.
I do think he wants to see a Spirit Guide coming up here to really ramp out a dumbass.
Yes and no. It costs a card, right?
Yeah, but I don't think waiting is what he wants to do. Blue Post has that, like what I was talking about earlier with that inevitability. If Andrew's ever able to sink an O-Stone, you can't really ever commit to the board too hard because he just O-Stones you. You have to get rid of the O-Stone, and then there's a Trench Post.
Right, and also the next Lorien Revealed he finds, he's going to cast.
Mm-hmm.
He'll go Cloud Post, Island, and that's 3 new cards.
Trench Post is a notable new-ish heater. It's from the last Modern Horizons? Question mark?
Commander decks. And there's that Lorien Revealed getting cast that we talked about. Drawing 3 new cards is really powerful. Have you ever drawn 3 cards, Mitchell?
I've been known to draw 3 occasionally.
I'm not saying Tom Sonic can't do this. It's just looking rough.
This is a bad position to be in as a Living Death player.
It is interesting, like, because he can start casting, like, Cyclops of Eternal Fury next turn.
We know he has one. It got remanded.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, the Retrofitter is going to bully.
Notably, the Retrofitter is only ever going to, like... I guess once you have enough mana, it's going to start fogging multiple creatures.
Right, because Retrofitter... Okay, now, Cloud Post is 4 mana.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2 to make, 3 to untap, then 2 to make. So 7 mana.
Fogs 2 creatures. We're getting there.
We're at 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 10 mana. So it's double fog, and we have a Soul Guide. Also, there's 7 cards in hand for Andrew.
Okay, yeah, that's probably game.
So this is a one-of trading post. I was talking to Andrew about his list. This plus Retrofitter lets him loop a Mindslaver every turn. Yeah, tap land, and then Andrew gets to do some stuff. There's a chance Andrew can Mindslaver lock here if he has something. Or he can just use the trading post to get back Expedition Map every turn, right? Because you use the 3rd ability, sacrifice a Retrofitter.
For those of you who have never, for those of you who have looked at a trading post and laughed because it just says a billion words and is a 4-drop, it's miserable. It's not quite as demoralizing as a Retrofitter Foundry, but it's close.
It's not pretty.
It's really, really close to being as hard to deal with.
So notably, even if... Gosh, so he's going to get a 7-drop off his cash grab.
He really needs to hit creatures and cast them fairly. With the Soul Guide Lantern in play, with the ability to recur it with the trading post, it's like he's never dealing with the... Like, he's never accruing a value out of his graveyard. Not anymore.
Right. I mean, there's a chance Andrew can win without casting another spell.
I don't think he needs to cast a single spell.
He's just straight chilling. There's a chance, maybe you want to buy back the Expedition Map for another Cloud Post. He buys back the Expedition Map. Yep, Expedition Map off Glimmer Post.
Depending on how many cards are in library, I could see this also getting...
Yeah, 26 cards in library. So Trench Post is milling for 5. But maybe it's safer to just get your Cloud Post action going, because you kind of have the board under control, right?
It does let you commit more war crimes with your trading post Retrofitter.
And Andrew just went to discard. Oh, that's not a good feeling. But look, now we're going to slam some...
I agree, Diamond Dude. It's definitely the most messed up thing you could do, but he's also about to do something that I like to call being a really mean person right here.
Right, he's just going to, like, condescend it or something disgusting. X is 4, just like whatever. Scry 2. I've seen Andrew cast so many condescends just to scry. That's not what he did there, but I've seen him do it.
It's fine. Sometimes you have to do it. Like sometimes like I can't stop that. I just want to scry 2 for more answers.
Is he buying back the Expedition Map again?
Might as well.
Yeah, why not? It's 1 damage. Who cares? We'll win the game someday. Now, he's untapping with 10 mana just from his Cloud Posts. This card is messed up, guys. It's just mana forever.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see just a straight up. Are we gonna buried ruin here? Could we start like buried ruining things?
I think he's got 1. I don't know if he has a way to 2. Oh, I guess, yeah, Expedition Map would do it. As soon as he finds another Scour for scrap, he can get the Mindslaver and just end it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, kind of putting on a clinic with this blue post deck. I'm sure this doesn't resolve. Or maybe it does. Who cares, right? Just block it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 5/3. He's at 20.
Yeah. 12 mana, I hear him clicking furiously.
What the hell?
Repeal X equals 6.
If you're familiar with playground bullying, you may be getting flashbacks to what's happening in front of you.
Yeah, we gotta call the teacher over, man. This is too much. Look, little guys. Simply little guys.
Retrofitter, again, it's real. It's a real Magic card.
How much? It's below 60 cents, right? It's like practically free.
Well, there's the Buried Ruin.
Yeah, Expedition map. I don't even know what Andrew's other 6 cards are. He's just chilling so much. Boon of the Wishgiver, draw 4.
Okay.
He's still got 12 mana in his untapped Cloud Posts.
Oh my
dude,
god!
shut up.
We're seeing a card that Andrew was talking to us about earlier. A 1/of Karn the Great Creator.
That could be 7 mana Karn. They're roughly the same price, by the way.
This feels like, what did he put?
A second Retrofitter Foundry? That's just greedy, dude.
Local man pushes his opponent into the dirt.
I don't think Andrew is
More
on.
flashbacks.
I don't think Andrew's on liquid metal coating in his sideboard. Not that it like super matters here. I don't know, man. I usually try to be like, they can still find a way out, but this is rough.
I don't see an out, and especially main deck. I could see some like sideboard outs.
Let's go check something else. I want to go find some match we haven't seen before.
Try to find more of that Witherbloom deck.
That was sick. We'll keep tabs on this match. Okay, Andrew takes that one. That makes sense.
We've seen Goblins versus Red-White Energy.
Sure.
It seems like a good matchup for Red-White.
Yeah, because they can disrupt it. I don't know what the Goblin Recruiter stack was like, but Red-White Energy, I mean, look, they even have onboard removal with this.
Especially the versions that are not super in on... Oh, this is Naya. This is Naya Boom.
Oh, yeah, so Snoop comes down. We have a shoot in response to the first activation, right?
We do.
Wait, it's just a Mog Mob? So the Snoop...
I could see this being an attempt to clean up the onboard removal.
Right, so now each Snoop can shoot that, but if you shoot with the Snoop, then the Eradicator shoots the other Snoop?
Mm-hmm.
So
you're kind of just having a staring contest with your opponent for their turn.
Right, let them go first, because once they draw the Mog Mob, then you can Eradicator them. So I think we actually, weirdly enough, just pass if we're Dark Confidant. Sol Ring. And then Dark Confidant does not have a Luris Companion, because yeah, he's on the Boom version with Synth. Sol Ring is under there. Is there anything under the Static Prison? Probably. I guess it just gets exiled somewhere else. Static Prison. You probably don't want to go after a Snoop here. Snoop is going to... Oh, F6.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, it's kind of fine because Snoop probably would have shot Synth Eradicator, and then Synth Eradicator would have shot Snoop.
Yeah, I figured that's what was going to happen anyways, but...
So now maybe Snoop gets... Yeah, so it's kind of... F6. That hurt to watch.
The unfortunate... Oh!
Minsk and Beezy.
Oh.
Alright, I'm not saying Goblins can't win, but I am going to tune back into Cloud Post. Oh, cool. We didn't even miss anything.
Looks like we're on a 6 and a 7.
6
Andrew
and a
hitting a
7.
7 is pretty big here.
I feel like this Delirium deck mulligans really well.
Oh, absolutely. I think between the ability to Spirit Guide out a mill, just being able to play these mill cards, like, you get the thing of bobble decks where, like, is your hand really the cards you think they are? Sorceress, Spyglass.
That's cool. Also, notably, Andrew didn't have turn 1 Expedition map. These Cloud Post deck look so different when they don't have a Cloud Post for a few turns, right?
We were talking about that a little bit. It really he was talking a lot about how the turn 1 island games feel a lot worse. Because again, you don't get to like big brother your opponent. You don't get to bully them into the dirt with card advantage right away.
Yeah, so now he's got like Remand and Condescend, but I think he just lets this go. Because here's the thing, he's got Oblivion Stones.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
like
cards like this are you. I think the real like tech for 2-drops like this is like Disruptor Flute.
I like Disruptor Flute, yeah.
It really it makes them commit action, even if they do know about it, which
I
is
will say,
always good.
Spyglass, and you get to look at Andrew's hand.
Spyglass is big for that reason. I always forget that aspect of Sorcerer Spyglass.
Maybe Andrew will be nice and tell us his hand.
It'll become it doesn't it's not it doesn't become open information in the chat.
He named O-Stone, so I bet Andrew has an O-Stone.
It is pretty big when that name's Stone.
I shouldn't interrupt Andrew to ask him his hand, but I might.
Now, unfortunately, this is the reality of Sorcerer Spyglass. They also have Blast Zone.
Yeah, Andrew's in the zone. I won't bother him.
In the Blast Zone.
Yeah, Cole, it's Bloodbraid Marauder Cascade. Andrew ticks up the Blast Zone to unlock future O-Stones. God, Remand is just so good against Cascade.
Yeah. And notably, he does have open information, so he's aware of all the interaction Andrew does have.
Right, so Tom Sonic knows a little bit more than us, so Tom's going to be able to navigate better than we can. But at the same time, I don't know what he's up to. And look, this is the kind of game that Andrew wants to play.
Yeah, this is really good for him here. He gets to go get a Soul Guide, if that's something that, Soul Guide Lantern.
Yeah, just to be extra safe.
Force his opponent to play a fair game. Because honestly, that's where Andrew is really going to excel, is by making this matchup fair.
Right, and that's one of the cool things about Blue Post, right? Like, we don't see a Cloud Post currently. He's just progressing at 1 mana per turn.
Electing to hit the land drop while Soul Guide Lantern, interesting.
Yeah,
There wasn't, necessarily an amazing get.
Yeah, but I will say 6 mana is where... Delirium. Yeah, this is where Tom Sonic's going to start just casting some stuff.
This is probably a remand.
Yeah. Andrew is going to love playing into the cast 1 big creature per turn plan, though. He's really well set up to defend against that.
Remand does that really well. I often feel like Remand isn't the best card in this format just because so many people play, 3 little idiots on a turn.
Yeah.
But matchups like this where you create a fair game, and then out of nowhere, you're just remanding a big idiot every turn. You're really, tempoing out your opponent who wants to get up on you. Being able to, sculpt your hand while that happens.
Right, now you can, what's that supposed to go through? I hope Andrew didn't F6 that, but it could be fine.
He's probably not in a bad position. He gets to unlock an O-Stone, and if he has an O-Stone, he's not in danger.
Right.
Because he has a Cloud Post now.
Yeah, so maybe that is just the move. Let's see what he does.
Yeah.
Blast Zone, and he's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if he has a land drop, he has O-Stone up. But then that opens up a window where Soul Guide Lantern is down.
Never mind. He had it all, guys. Chat, he had it all.
That's up. I mean, he had to work, right? He scoured for a Soul Guide Lantern.
Scouring for Soul Guide Lantern feels really good here. It's such a heater in this matchup because it's not like other Cascade decks where they're gonna put a Cascade under the stack and then if you try to interact, respond with a Violent Outburst.
Yeah, right.
So it's you don't have to have 2. Because against most Living Death decks, you kind of have to have 2 Soul Guide Lanterns in a lot of instances.
Yeah, you're right, because they can put it on top of you. You're right.
So I assume the lack of that is going to matter a lot for this.
Right, and I know Andrew's really happy to just pay the 2 mana attacks every turn to fog that forever.
Mm-hmm.
Expedition map will get probably another Cloud Post is my guess.
I imagine just another Cloud Post. Start the engine, make a bunch of creatures.
Yeah, especially with Retrofitter as your excess mana sink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't give Trample. Well, it gives Menace.
Can he make 2? He can make 2 1.
7 mana to make 2 guys. Oh, it has haste because of reasons. This is scary.
I can see this being a repeal here.
Repeal, you would have wanted to hit the Cyclops before combat?
Maybe. Oh, no, it's just Retrofitter.
I mean, look, Andrew's my homie. I like to see him do well, but I would kind of like to see him get beat to death by these big guys. Like, quite frankly. Because, look, he's taking 7 damage here. If he does have an Oblivion Stone, he'll lose his Retrofitter and have to cantrip his Soul Guide.
It's not the best position to be in.
Right, and Tom Sonic's hand could just be like 4 more of these. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. If Andrew like takes his turn O-stoning, and then Sonic just puts another haste enabler right into play after that, he's definitely like in a position that isn't unreasonable.
Yeah, because Andrew's gonna have to. Well, let's see. And also, we don't know for sure that he has an Oblivion Stone, right?
Yeah, that Sorcerer Spyglass could have just been like 4 when it happens.
Yeah. Andrew's starting on 12 damage, but 5 of it doesn't have Menace.
He could just slam another Gearhulk here, though.
Yeah. And it's felt like Andrew's a little light on counter magic because of some of the stuff that came through, right? Like, he had mana to catch the Gearhulk, I believe. Cathartic, Copperline. I'm just assuming he has Delirium over here.
It looks like it.
Sorcery, land, creature, enchantment. He's got like Giga Delirium. He's good. But there is still a Soul Guide.
Hard cast a Foundation Breaker. Maybe you get remanded here?
Yeah? But then Andrew only has 6 mana, right?
It's interesting. I think maybe out of fear of remand, he should have evoked it. Especially if he knew about it.
That's a good point, because now you're giving Andrew an untap where he's got, like, 16 mana.
Mm-hmm.
14 mana, sorry, my bad.
It gives him one more turn. And the thing is that turn something he really, like...
Okay, so now he does have 17 mana, which is 3 guys. 7 is 2 guys, so 12 is 3 guys. Does that mean 17 is 4 guys? Okay. But then...
I think what he has to do here is put a 1/1 onto the stack, hold priority O-Stone.
That's really smart, yeah, to get 1 extra guy out of it. Well, you could... Depending on mana, he could even put 2 activations on the stack. Right? And depending on his hand, he can either crack the Soul Guide to eat everything, or he can get an extra card off of it. He'll get something out of it, though. I'm very happy with how close this has been, though.
This is a much better matchup, much better game than the first game. The first game looked a lot just like Playground Bullying to me.
Yeah. Now, we could talk to Andrew after the match, and he could say, no, it wasn't actually close. I had everything covered the whole time. Or his hand could be bad, right? We don't know.
Mm-hmm. Not having perfect information definitely complicates things a little for like us on coverage, right? Like, you just have to like, ooh, okay.
Okay, so now, yeah, he like you said. But
I think forcing the Oblivion Stone here is the move. I think honestly, pointing it right at the O-Stone and saying, do it. Because then if you have a hasty creature...
You can still sneak in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a hasty creature for 4 mana, though.
Is that 4 or 5 drop, the giant?
Giant's 6.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, electing to just target the O-Stone here, it's good, right? It's like, I think forcing action on it is good.
Yeah, because if you don't pop the O-Stone, he can just retrofitter to block the guys, right?
Because by attacking, you're not really forcing, like, motion.
You're right. I was thinking that you force it, but yeah, since he's got 4 retrofitter activations, you actually
can make a bunch of guys and then give the retrofitter boundary a fate counter.
Yeah, that's a bad situation. Yeah, blow up Lantern to exile graveyard, hold priority, blow up O-Stone, and you can sneak some retrofitters on the stack as well. Is there a chance, could Tom Sonic have, like, Dredger's Insight, get Delirium, cast a Bloodbraid? Do you think that's possible? Well, then his... Oh, that's a big ask. Yeah, so this is stacked right. Andrew will get one guy out of it. And and Andrew's got Counterspell mana up after.
Show me something that gives him destruct. No.
Yeah, Heroic Intervention.
Awesome. Notably, the Soul Guide hitting the graveyard turns off. I guess you could Dredger's Insight into like the Stone Nuts and then Bloodbraid, right?
Right, because you could hit artifact creature, enchantment creature, plus a land. Creature, enchantment, land, artifact. He has Delirium.
Oh, yeah.
But then he won't have Delirium after it resolves.
He will have a 7/7 with Trample and Haste, though.
That is lethal, you're right. My guess is that Andrew's got it covered with counter magic, but who knows?
I do think Tuna. Yeah, I think you make him have it though, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think that Tom Sonic played this.
Oh shit!
Okay.
What the? That was a good game. That was a really good game.
Yeah, that cash grab, like we talked about, that cash grab was the Stone Nuts. Because it had to hit artifact land there, right?
This is cool. This is something that this deck gets over like traditional Living Death decks, right? Like it's like you need a bit of setup and you kind of need a lot of mana to like massage cards into your graveyard. This is just like, all right, I'm gonna cash grab and put 7 power into play and just kill you with it real quick.
Yeah, that was wild to see.
Having that reach is really good in this matchup in particular. Because I think traditional Living End is going to have a lot of trouble against Blue Post, where like you do kind of skate that with this matchup by playing some like hasty 6-drops.
Right, and like your fair creature plan has more evasion, because on normal Living End you have like Curator of Mysteries and then like monstrous Carabids and stuff.
You get like 4/4s that don't have many words on them.
Yeah, I do want to see. How do I make that go away? Go away, demolish your spawn.
Maybe close out of the match and then respectate.
I'm going to try. Hopefully the next time I hover a card that goes away, but if not, I'll close out and get back in. Andrew molds a 6 on the play, but he started a Cloud Post. That's pretty good. I'm going to close out to get this Demolisher spawn out. Cloud Post, Glimmer Post is a really strong start.
It's basically exactly what Andrew wants to see. So it makes sense on a 6, especially like you really want to close out the game with like a powerful hand.
It does mean that he doesn't have blue mana for like a remand or something, so he might not have access to an island right now.
Whether he like cycles a Lorraine reveal this turn is really going to say a lot about how this game is going to continue.
I agree.
If we have Delirium, we've confirmed Delirium.
Artifact, land, enchantment, creature, sorcery. Yeah, he's got 1 extra type right now.
That helps.
I don't know how many Soul Guides Andrew's on in his sideboard.
I wouldn't be surprised if between main deck and sideboard there's 4.
Yeah, because like you said, they're just so easy to cycle.
They're basically like a 1-mana cycling, like a 2-mana cycling card.
He can also tick Blast Zone up to 2 here if he doesn't have anything better to do with his mana.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he will. I like Ingot Chewer here. I think forcing action on a Soul Guide Lantern, so he has, and like now he can end step like cash grab into a Delirium guy.
Right, because then you just don't have it, and Andrew shows a lot of restraint there, not taking the card off of it. But yeah, I mean, we've seen it's really easy for this deck to set up full Delirium off of a single.
Cash grab here only needs to see 2 new card types, because between cash grab and the Ingot Chewer, you just need to see like enchantment plus sorcery.
Right, so one of his 2-typed creatures would do it. Andrew looks to be ticking up, which is not the best thing, right? He'd rather cycle a Lorien Revealed, probably.
I think if he had a Lorien Revealed here, we would probably see it cycled. If he has an island here, ooh, interesting. This is interesting.
Trading Post does a lot. He is 2 turns away, so he can.
Instant cash grab.
Andrew can make a goat on this turn and then sacrifice it to get Soul Guide back next turn.
We have Delirium, yes?
Yes, but it's only 1 creature.
Ingot Chewer also.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Ingot, honestly, I think if he plays Bloodberry Challenger here, he's like kind of like going crazy. Because he gets to Ingot Chewer the Trading Post, have 2 hasty creatures.
Yeah, he would have liked to have more creatures. I can't get my game log back, unfortunately. How do I get my game log back? I'd like to see what he's grabbing, but I'm having a little trouble getting that. We don't know if he has a land.
Mm-hmm. I think if he's not putting the pressure on this turn, he's definitely losing a bit of advantage.
Yeah, Bloodbraid Marauder, and I think, the advantage bar, like we talked about, swings back and forth. Mm-hmm. But if Andrew gets to get his Soul Guide Lantern back, then I think he's in good position. Andrew can't even have a Remand.
This is bad. This is real good for...
Oh, and he gets to blow up the trading post?
I think this is huge. I think 2 creatures blowing up a trading post here is massive.
Right, Ingot Chewer's also got 3 power, which is a lot of power.
Yeah, he's just gonna, 8 Andrew here.
Yeah. Didn't see what mode Andrew chose. Did he... Oh, did he sack the trading post to itself to draw a card?
Yeah.
Oh, and the Bloodbraid Marauder gets in?
Yeah, because nice.
I was going to say he has lethal, but now he doesn't because of the way
Glimmer Host is huge. He could just play another, 4-drop.
Yeah, Andrew has Blast Zone to clear up the Marauder. So
the Marauder plus Dredger's Insight, getting rid of those is probably good. It stops the life gain engine. I guess he doesn't necessarily care too much about the life gain engine.
Yeah, so if you get rid of the Marauder, then there's...
Huge.
Oh,
this forces action on the Blast Zone, I think.
Right, because you have to Blast Zone here, probably.
Mm-hmm. Get rid of 2... Ooh, interesting.
8, 11. Well, hold on. If Tom Sonic... I don't think Tom's going to have lethal here.
No, but I think he's in a good position to, maintain control.
Yeah, and what this is telling me is that there's probably not an Oblivion Stone in Andrew's hand.
And now he gets to name it either way, though, which is big.
Right.
Being able to name O-Stone here is huge. This might be it. This is looking pretty advantageous for Tom Sonic. This is definitely not an over game, though, right? I could see hands that just, dumpster whatever's happening here.
It's hard. It's actually really hard to see how we get out of it now.
Mm-hmm. No, Andrew's definitely in
naming Blast Zone. Does that leave Andrew open to draw an O-Stone? 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. If Andrew has land and draws O-Stone, he's in the clear.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many blue instants Andrew has in his hand.
I wonder if Tom here has another challenger. That could make him not as... Ooh, that's interesting. That means he can't play and blow up O-Stone this turn.
Yes. And he's currently down on board, so he's got to do something.
Draw a card.
Blue mana repeal?
Wowza!
Oh.
Fucking Christ, that's so fucking stupid.
Blue cards in hand?
I had everything. I needed any blue source of my 16 between Lorraine Revealeds and Expedition Maps.
Just no luck. Yeah, because what was your hand? It was a couple
It
of...
was Remand, Nimble Obstructionist, Condescend.
Oh, Obstructionist is so good, too.
Yeah.
It's just...
Into the Ingot Chewer would have been...
Ugh. You hate to see it. That was a good match, though.
Yeah,
I'm glad...
I am pretty sure I messed something up in Game 2 that could have let me win, but I don't quite remember what it is right now.
Sure.
Game 2 was a really good Game 2.
Yeah,
there was a lot of back
great.
and forth.
Yeah.
It really showcased, Game 1 made it look a lot like the matchup kind of sucked. Game 2 really showed that, having 6-drops with haste is kind of a game plan sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially against these, really groggy and grindy control decks.
Yeah.
They can only Oblivion Stone you so many times, right?
Yeah.
I think I think Game 2, my mess up was not just making 20 tokens with Retrofitter Foundry. I think I should have just abandoned everything that I was doing and just made 4 tokens a turn.
Whoa.
Is that a serrated Scorpion and an Undying Evil?
It's a Fellstinger, even
Fellstinger.
better. Whoa.
Rushed Rebirth notably can target your opponent's stuff.
Oh, so Jesse Band Surgical is going to get a 2-drop here as well?
Mm-hmm.
But the Fellstinger is drawing 2 cards and it's Undying. This is sick.
What?
Why are we in the Lost Mine?
Are we seeing a Sipsig list?
Oh, yeah. Felstinger and Sibsig would make sense.
This could be like a Sib-Sig combo deck. We've seen a couple of those lists.
A Sararak? Yeah, you would have that in the Sib-Sig
Sararak
list.
Sib-Sig deck.
Okay, so it's Relic of Legends then?
Yeah, because we did see a Relic of Legends earlier, but we saw someone concede before it did anything.
Okay.
That's fair. It is a bold strategy to play an Asirarak deck on MTGO. Because, for the record, it is nice and sporting to concede to a combo, but you don't have to.
Right, I mean, money's on the line. We all know that we're playing under MTGO.
Yeah.
You can't make people concede. That just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Also, if you look down in chat, Sky Illusion is new to MTGO. So, yeah, really an uphill battle to make that combo work.
That is bold.
We were
I
talking.
respect it.
I do, too.
We were talking earlier about like things that have a lot of clicking through on MTGO. This might be the king of having a billion triggers to click through on MTGO.
It's
wow. Resolving like
Oh,
Sib-Sig Sararak.
Discard 2 more Aceraraks?
Huh?
Andrew, how much is Acerarak?
It's not as much as it was. It is very... So in this list, I would assume they're on 4. Because there
Sure,
are Relic of Legends Asirarak.
And it's so good with Sibsig
And
just
I
to like
haven't
cast.
seen like green to play like Malevolent Rumble style stuff, so they're probably not on a ton of searching for it.
Yeah, it looks like we're just on blue-black. It looks like all of our lands make black
Is
mana.
that a Ravenous Chupacabra from Jesse?
Yeah.
You can rush Rebirth that into play, so I won't be too mean about it. But that is crazy. That's like a little psychotic.
Can we see an Undying Evil here?
That's interesting.
Oh, 'cause
Losing
you
out
can-
on mumbles, but getting like, oh my god,
That's
yes, yeah, baby. This is so cursed. This matchup's awesome.
I've never seen a Muldrifter do more things than this Muldrifter is
What
doing.
on earth?
I might be putting some rushed rebirths in a green black deck now. What the hell?
So Jesse can get a 4.
Doesn't it say more?
Rush Rebirth is lesser mana value, so less than 5 is what we're looking.
Sure.
Just the grist.
My opponent has
Oh, that's
Muldrifter. I
awesome.
get grist at instant speed. For
I
two
can just
mana.
seeing a Grist enter the battlefield tapped at instant speed just made me
It's
sick.
funny.
What is Sky Infall? Okay, that's really
part.
good.
There's a copy of a Sib-Sig.
There is part of it.
How much are Heartless Summonings?
That card might be expensive.
I
I thought Heartless Summoning was expensive.
calling it now, I'm not happy that I'm saying this. I think it's going to come down to clock. I think Sky might lose on time here.
Yeah.
Because right now, it looks to me like Sky has the setup that they need.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like Jesse has that much pressure. Like, it's 3 points a turn, increasing. But I'm worried about that clock. And again, Jesse has no obligation to concede if we're going through a loop that takes clock time, right? That's just...
That is the reality of MTGO.
It just is the way, unfortunately.
It is nice to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hold it against anyone who doesn't choose to do that. Let's see what Jesse has. Kill the Muldrifter. That makes sense. It just stops like Fellstinger and well, no, I guess Fellstinger Undying Malice is still pretty good.
Death of Scoos, okay.
All I dig here.
So I mean, that's gonna rep lethal next turn for sure, right? Sky's gonna have to find some blockers, which is doable. Ooh. I wonder what Sky's hand was. It looks like such a good setup, but maybe there's just no action, right? Yeah.
Well, he did discard 2. They did discard 2.
2 Aceraraks.
Aceraraks.
That him hitting double Acerarak was crazy.
Is this one of ours?
Nope, not
All
ours.
right, that's the round. Goodbye.
Wow, I liked that round, Mitchell. How do you feel about that round?
I think we picked a good one to watch. I think seeing a deck like Blue Post really you get to see it in all of its good and bads, because you got to see the hand that had a lot of Cloud Post and blue mana. You got to see a hand that started with mostly blue mana and then led to a much grindier game. And then you got to see the game where it was what happens when all Cloud Posts no blue mana, right? You get to kind of see the deck in all of its glory, good and bad, right? You get to see why you might not want to play it, which is sometimes you just don't have blue mana.
Yeah, this chat is not well set up. Maybe. All right, I did something wrong. So that means we have. I'd be really curious to see the whole standings, but that's kind of hard to find out right now. We do have that Delirium deck's undefeated, right, Mitchell? 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0 on the Delirium deck. I would love to check it out for the game 4.
Let's make that our kind of feature match for this next one, and we'll jump around a little bit. But I mean, that's such a sick deck, and I think that just shows. I mean, God, how long has this been our main format, Mitchell? 2, 3, maybe 4 years, depending.
Yeah.
And we're still getting surprised.
Well, it's really cool, right? It's like, especially after we saw that Mattel Community College video, and we got that big increase of players, and I think especially really, it's just been the last, like, year of, like, all of these new players coming into the format.
Yeah.
It really shows that, like, we're not the end-all, be-all of,
No.
like, what is good in this format, right? It's like we saw decks that were good, but we also only had a few hundred people, like, working on it, right? It was like a few hundred people regularly working on the format, so it's not like that many players are really going to find everything that's like getting in there. And cards get cheaper every day. New cards get printed every 2 months right now, right? It's like,
Speaking of cards getting cheaper every day, Heartless Summoning is 47 cents.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, well, we're going to be going into round number 4. This will be a 5-round tournament. We're just doing a Swiss no cut. So we are moving towards the eventual end game of this tournament.
I'm really interested to see what kind of deck is going to end up undefeated in this.
You never know, man. You just really, truly never know.
I'm always very happy to see when a new deck like 4-0s or starts 5-0ing randomly, like just random events.
Right, especially because, like, you know that people are going to see that deck, and, like, someone's going to be so happy to see that red-green Delirium deck, and they're just going to fall in love with it, you know what I mean?
I'm super hyped on it. I really, like, the second that Marauder hit play, I went, this is good Magic. Because I'm generally, like, not a hater of Living End, but it's just not quite my cup of tea.
Sure.
That's much closer to my cup of tea.
Having a beatdown backup plan is really cool.
I'd be interested to see if that deck could get, like, a Minsk and Boo Swerve.
Yeah, just to have another angle, and I'm a little late to the party. We're going to just get into it.
Let's gander.
We are going to be... Holy shit, Attune with Aether.
We're seeing Teamer Energy, a deck that I think is super underplayed in the format right now, actually.
Sure, I mean, energy cards are good.
Tune the Narrative especially, I think that card is quite good.
Okay, so here's my question. Called shot. Do you think there's an Aetherworks Marvel in this deck? Holy shit.
I wish.
Bolting the Eldrazi
I think that's
spawn
bold.
is fire.
I think that's extremely bold. Maybe he doesn't quite... Maybe he's, like, expecting
Ooh, that hurt.
a ramp strategy, right?
Right, and then being able to cash it in for that cash grab was rough. Cash grab got a forest. I'm gonna go ahead and pop out this this bad boy here.
Mm-hmm. Extremely relevant this game.
Oko, Thief of...
Oh, yeah. Oko's good here. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough once a Bloodblade Marauder has, like, done its thing.
Right, because Oko's really good at stopping, like, a couple threats over the first couple turns.
Even though Marauder's not looking amazing right now, it gets, like, what, 3 creatures? Oh, sure. It does get the haste enabler, though, right?
So we can actually push down the Oko and the Spirit. Wait, how much damage is this? It's 15 damage.
Do we even knock down the Oko here, or do we just, like, get in?
Dude, you might not... Well, so Oko turns off the haste. Is that bad?
I mean, it turns off 1 creature and keeps it a 3/3.
I kind of think you might just go to the face.
I think you just dome here.
Okay, we're going to peck down the Oko.
I guess policing the Oko with 2 of your creatures is fine, because it's like, you're probably killing them soon anyways.
And if you don't hit the Oko, it can swap for a Bloodbraid Marauder. But I guess the Bloodbraid Marauder would be tapped. I don't know, man. It's like, how do things go wrong at this point?
Man, this deck's crazy.
Because I don't expect Teamer to have a board wipe.
Not main deck.
Well, you could Storm's Wrath, but that's crazy.
I could see like a Slagstorm effect sideboard, like a Brotherhood's End, or even that doesn't really do it here, right? You
three damage gets the board.
Oh, it's a 5/3? Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't expect to see a board wipe.
Well, it's like you board wipe them and then Living Death you again, right? It's like...
Yeah, Rogue Refiner's a good card, I'll tell you that, but still 10 damage coming through. So we're going to need Galvanic Discharge plus Mountain.
Mountain plus discharge definitely like
Oh, no.
stems the bleeding a little.
Well, because then you block this, you discharge this, and you still take 7. So I think Tom Sonic's got it. Even through a single removal spell.
Crazy.
Is this deck just nuts?
Maybe.
It
I
might-
do think it only has 4 enablers, I assume, unless they are on Violent Outbursts, and we just haven't seen any. I feel like we would have seen some by now.
I think you're right, yeah. And with it being so permanent based, you're kind of just expecting your mumbles and stuff to...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is about as good as it gets, but I think we're still dead, right?
Yeah, this is 7 here.
257, yeah. Wow, talk about a fast match. Well, I mean, sorry, fast game. That's not the match at all. I just want to see what else is going on with some people we haven't watched yet,
Sure.
just to see what's out there.
It's like their game 1 has also ended. They're preparing for game 2.
Oh man, are these our people or am I gonna see not us? Egon, God of Death.
Egon's interesting, right? It's like,
We got a second.
is this the this is the one we were looking at and we thought it was 2 Hogak decks? This was the top one with Chain of Smog? This is the Chain of
this
Smog.
is the Chain of Smog Cosmoglyph deck.
Mm-hmm. Egon exiles things every turn, right?
Yeah. It's also a 6/6. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
Yeah, 3 mana 6/6 is fine. It's like almost basically a with Rotting Regisaur. It's like kind of a Reggie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a Reggie that makes your Goyf bigger every turn.
Also, if you can't exile to it, you get to draw a card, so you get cashed out at a pretty reasonable rate.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look at that trading. Nice.
I imagine the Egon player is not like super upset with that trade.
No, you got some damage. Now you have an Egon in the graveyard, which on the back half it's a Throne of Death. Mill 1, and you can. Oh. Okay, cool. We're back here.
Perfect.
I do want to see a little bit more of this Egon action. So with that Egon gone, Black Viper doesn't have that much motion over here.
You only have 1 card in hand after that.
Yeah, it looks like a Hymn to Turok caught some stuff. You do have Rebel Belt Maverick, but you don't really want to be Mavericking up your supplier. So,
You're definitely in a bad position if that's your game plan.
Seder Wayfinder. It is going to have to find a land, though. It's not like a Malevolent Rumble. Cabal Therapy hits the graveyard, but we'll come back to it. I want to see this. Frontier Bivouac. Yeah, Egon was a Stone Rain. And we just Simeon Spirit Guided out a Cathartic Reunion. And the graveyard is delirious, but my word, did we just... That was our turn 1, gotcha.
It's probably pretty good.
They're delirious, right?
Yes.
Enchantment... No, it's enchantment, creature, sorcery.
Did they pitch another Spirit Guide to cast it?
Yes, they did.
This could hit Delirium here. Did they? Oh.
Tap
yeah.
land. They did not hit untapped red.
They have 4 cards in hand?
4 cards. If one of them is a Bloodbraid Marauder, you're
Same
getting
way.
back Decimator plus Cyclops. Do we still have Delirium after that? Sorcery instant land. So we would get a Demolisher spawn, but we wouldn't get the attack trigger unless something changes.
Land allows him to rumble again
Yeah, you're right.
into another Marauder. So there's a possibility that's what we end up seeing.
It could even be a cash grab, right? Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
we have a spawn.
any number of... It could be a Dredger's Insight. They're
Yeah,
all-
right.
I will say, getting to play 12 of those definitely inspires me a little more for this deck.
Right, and the fact that Malevolent Rumble lets you double spell on turn 3 makes the
Huge.
fact that you're like basically an all 2-drop deck not so awkward. But I guess the Spirit Guides also do that.
Yeah, getting to play 8 Spirit Guides in this deck is probably really good.
It makes sense. The rest of the cards are probably free, but nothing doing. I just heard Andrew give a sigh of relief over there. I wonder what he got out of. Kind of rough draws for Tomasonic, but maybe he's got a cash grab to fire off on his opponent's end step. Because, like, we don't know. Maybe the Teamer deck has counter magic.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised. There's the blue counter spell that counters for energy.
Oh, yeah, it's like Aether or something. It's the Mana Leaf
Spike.
variant. Yeah, Aether Spike.
What the heck? That's awesome. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think this is probably a bad matchup for Cindervines.
Yeah.
Because they're not really trying to, like, cast a bunch of spells. They're going to, like, select a little bit, but for the most part, I don't think the Cindervines is what's going to be pushing damage. Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Like,
And the Dredger's Insight also offsets some of it. This can be used to blow up, like, a big guy, which is nice.
Yeah, it's going to hit one of the enchantment creatures.
Here, what Teamer really wants to show us is any counter magic.
Yeah.
If
It's
you
right
have-
here... Oh, yeah. It is going to hit the 7/7. The Cindervines is probably just going to blow up the 7/7.
Sorcery, instant, land. So we don't have Delirium. You could also hit this and turn off Haste right now. That helps in the short term, but then next turn this attacks and triggers.
Yeah, it's like... I think you hit the... interesting. I was going to say, I think you hit the Haste Enabler and take 7 instead of 8. And then hope for more removal.
Right, like you need something to go well for you next turn, right?
Mm-hmm. He's live to a Slag Storm. He's live to any number of deal 3 to each creature cards.
Yeah, right. And you'd think maybe in the sideboard there's, even if it's like Brotherhood's End or the one with cycling, there's a lot of that effect. So maybe we'll find something. How good would an Oko be here? Not very, right?
No, Oko doesn't do all that much. Now
Chandra.
that helps.
I think Chandra's better than we're going up for mana. That's awesome. Oh,
Could be double lightning bolt here.
another lightning bolt would change things. It's still good though, because that means the Chandra's live.
Yeah, he does. He is live to like a rumble to draw another challenger and another challenger, or a land and do another rumble.
Right, and that one's going to be for lethal.
Yes. Do you have anyone who can answer a question? Chad Harney, you can you can send me. I'm Veggie Boy in the Discord. You can DM me a judge question if you still need.
Yeah, sorry we didn't notice that earlier. It is going to be rules enforced on Moto, so it'll make sure it happens right. But if you want clarification on how it'll go down,
Yeah, feel free to DM me or Rusty.
yeah, Torturous. Any other Cascader, and it should be Spell Pierce would get Teamer energy out of it right here, but it's got to be Spell Pierce. Wait, huh?
Does he not? Oh, he doesn't have Delirium anymore. Is it all creatures?
No, he cascaded. He doesn't have. He only has 2 living ends in the deck.
Oh,
Wait,
I thought he had.
no, wait, what? Chat, what are we missing? Ooh, he has it in his hand. He drew a living end. Ah!
Oh my god.
I did not expect World Breaker.
Oh my god. It kills an enchantment creature, right?
Look, World Breaker's crazy. It's actually down.
It's a 5/7. It blocks
Yeah.
the 5/3 really well.
Yep, chat's way ahead of us. Yeah, living end in hand.
It's crazy.
That is all kind of like we were talking about with Blue Post when you don't draw blue mana. It's like, hey, we get to see the fail state of the deck now.
I wonder. I've always wondered if decks like this should be on some number of Is it Fiery Temper?
Oh, you're talking about the one in a red one from.
It puts cards from on your deck on the bottom of your library.
Yeah.
Because drawing's pretty bad. Drawing is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
So I've always wondered if decks should be on some number of those just to like try to high roll against.
It's tough.
Grind it.
Holy, there are marbles.
When I saw when the World Breaker hit play, I assumed it had to be right. It was
Right.
Like,
Yeah, this is like a little bit bigger of a deck.
Teamer Marvel also a deck that I think is super underplayed. What? Okay.
Sideboard, maybe?
Definitely sideboard card. Maybe not. Putting that into a playoff of a Marvel isn't embarrassing.
No, I agree. I mean, it's strong. Yeah, Diamond Dude, Eldrazi Ponza with Microspawns and Worldbreaker seems sick. Worldbreaker was kind of expensive for a while, but I think he's simmered back down. Yeah, Torturous, I agree. Just accept that sometimes your combo deck draws the wrong card and you get in trouble. I agree. Mitchell, do you see a route forward for our Delirium deck this game?
No, I think if you're not on some way to like put those back into your deck, I think you kind of just resign to like you need to draw 6 lands and play 6 drops. And he's getting like LD'd. I don't think this is happening for him.
Yeah, it looks like we haven't been drawing a lot of mana. Like we had a couple Spirit Guides that were our mana sources.
Yeah, anytime Chandra's getting ticked up for cards,
Yeah.
you know you're not in a great position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can bungle with both and make them chump block. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're at 8 over here. Yeah, so just hit with the true name. The next turn.
He's doing 5 a turn between Chandra activation and true name.
Right, and if Tom Sonic doesn't get another creature into play, Chandra can kill the Marauder.
Oh, Spirit Guide gets exiled.
So we're gonna see some action.
That's not enough action.
Did we mean to exile?
Because it's a 4-drop, right?
No, it's 3.
Hmm?
How did we tap all that mana?
Oh, that's a tap land. Slagwood Bridge is a tap land. God, what kind of cursed living.
Yeah, Cameron, this is a red-green Delirium living in that's using Bloodbraid Marauder. Holy shit. I guess that makes sense with it being a Marvel deck.
2 8-drop players putting their creatures into play.
This is the 3-0 bracket, right?
Yeah.
Echoing Truth.
Yeah, this makes sense though. They're both playing
Just
like pretty
beat 'em
unfair
down.
decks.
Wow.
Notoriously unfair decks do pretty well in this format because of the lack of free interaction.
Sure, yeah, there's not that many daisies running around.
No one. From what I can tell, no one on this event is playing Spirits. I think Spirits would have done pretty well into this event generally,
Agree.
like mono blue Spirits or blue white Spirits. Not against this deck right here, but you know, I do think green black mid range kind of bullies Spirits a bit.
Yeah, Grief, Deep Caverns, Leyline of the Void.
It's pretty good.
Did it get cast? It looks like it wasn't in the opener.
Yeah, it had to get cast.
Dude, Jesse has been getting so much mileage off these Hissing Quagmires. I feel like every time we catch one of his matches, the Hissing Quagmire is like rumbling.
Manlands are really good. Hissing
Yeah.
Quagmire is like a fine magic card. It's nothing to bode home about. Like you're not like super excited to activate a Hissing Quagmire.
Yeah.
But having it as an option is super huge.
Torturous Marvel does cast the spells, so yeah, it works well with Maelstrom Wanderer.
Yeah, because the old play used to be you cast Ulamog.
Yeah.
Like 10 mana Ulamog off of it, and you got to exile something.
The 13 mana Emrakul that mind controls someone was
Yeah, that's why that card got banned.
yeah.
It also probably deserved to not be in that standard environment. That card's a little egregious.
I agree. That card is pretty crazy.
It's one of those it's like the same with the VV ban recently, right? It's like you could ban Agatha's Soul Cauldron and miss the forest for the trees, or you could just ban the problem.
Right. It's really interesting how much Manlands I think have kind of gotten pushed out of Modern by things just being like better.
Cards are just so efficient, and they keep printing like tech lands that are good. Like what's the new one? Arena of Glory. Like
Arena of Glory is insane.
Arena of Glory is insane. Decks aren't really trying to like play fair as much anymore. I don't know. Modern's like so unfair. Like you're either playing red white energy, you're playing like a Solitude or X, like you're playing a Scam Shell of some sort, or you're playing like Belcher, and none of those decks are like particularly fair.
Right, yeah, it just doesn't really come down to like the attacking and blocking axis that much.
I guess like the white black decks are pretty fair, and Jeskai Blink is a little fair. It's crazy to say like Ethan Scam is like a fair deck.
Alright, back to our, let's call it our feature match. It looks like we ritualed out a Malevolent Rumble, yeah, with the Spirit Guide on
I
one.
think that's super solid. I think turn 1 Mumble off the Spirit Guide is real good.
Sure, why not? I mean, if you're not going to do anything with your turn 1 otherwise, like, just get some action. And this deck, kind of like we talked about with the drawing your living ends, this deck just wants to do what it's going to do and do it well. Turn 2 Cathartic, sure. So that's going to set us up pretty well, I'd imagine. Discard Carplucin Forest. Let's pop this bad boy out. Graveyard is currently a whole lot of nothing, though, if I'm being honest. I don't even think we have... Okay, we do have Delirium. But we don't have any meat in that graveyard. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. It looks like Tom Sonic is going to have to find not only the Bloodbraid Marauder. He finds a Foundation Breaker. There's not a lot of motion over here. So we've got Delirium, Mitchell, but we don't have anything in our graveyard to reanimate yet, which is surprising.
Picked up a forest with cash grab.
Yeah, leaving a Foundation Breaker. So we're maybe a little bit soft to a potential turn 4 Marvel and then figure it out.
We are starting to see, I think, the confines of this deck in the sense that, so I was talking earlier about how Living Death decks are really trying to like put cards in the graveyard with cycling generally. So you have a lot more agency as to what you put in your graveyard.
Sure.
But sometimes this happens, right? You mumble 3 times and you see a billion lands.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting because in that game against Andrew, he had the one cash grab that found him the Stone Nuts Delirium in like 3 cards. And this is just like the total inverse of that.
Yeah, you're starting to see this deck probably has a lot more variance in the sense that it's going to have some really nuts cash grabs, which lets you really quickly Living Death. Whereas like a traditional Living Death deck is going to be playing like some interaction, and it's going to have a much better like grindier plan in the sense that like it can play Mystical Disputes and like kind of like fight you a little bit while also putting like fours into play.
This looks like a good situation for an Oko to start taking over.
I agree. But we're also in a situation where like we're just like one good cash grab away from gas.
Right, yeah, because the cash grab could flip 2 big creatures plus a Bloodbraid, right?
Yeah. I think if we see a haste enabler and he has a Bloodbraid, like he could have a Bloodbraid in play notably. It's just bad to Bloodbraid here because none of the cards are good.
Right, and like Oko is making half of a 3/3 every turn, which does not build up that big of a board that fast.
Huh.
Elvish Spirit Guide Foundation Breaker?
Foundation Breakers? Okay.
I mean, I guess you just want to pressure the Oko a little bit.
It prevents him from making a creature, right? So he can't even make half a creature. And if he follows this up with an end-step cash grab, I think he's in a fine spot.
Right, and we don't know. He could just have another Bloodbraid Marauder. It also decreases the chances of him drawing a Living End by some amount.
Mm-hmm. That's true, right? You like if you have a Living End in your hand, and you know that drawing the second Living End means that you're not playing Magic this game, I can see that being a reasonable.
He bottomed Bloodbraid Marauder and 2 Pyrewood Gear Hulks, so he's missing some of his. Like some of those are on the bottom now.
Mm-hmm. Off of Mulligan?
No, off of the Bloodbraid Marauder Cascade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nadu is good. Nadu's very scary, but there are ways to beat it. And honestly, Nadu gets raced by a lot of more unfair decks, and then some interactive decks can pick it apart.
Mm-hmm. I would say Channel Mirror races it pretty well. I think
even High Tide, I think, is faster.
Mm-hmm. I think if you're playing against like the Restore Balance decks as Nadu, you're having a pretty bad time.
Yeah.
There's definitely like there's counterplay to it. I think if you're playing a more fair deck, you're going to get eaten alive. That deck plays into fair decks exceedingly well. It plays into removal very well.
I have beat Nadu with like blue-white Sailor's Bane control, but it is scary, and I've also lost to Nadu quite a bit.
Was it Nadu Breakfast or like a more like traditional Nadu list?
We're just casting the Gear Hulk.
Yeah, that's good.
What's this gonna do? Yikes. Menace is gonna make them fully unblockable as well. Is this is not lethal, right?
No, but he
Not
will get
close.
to police the Oko and do a
3, 5, 7. So it's 13 damage. How kind of coming across? But yeah, I was playing against my most recent one was in the 1K at Columbus, where I played against Cole's local big bad, who was playing Nadu Breakfast, and at least for me, the Breakfast variant made it a lot scarier.
Yeah, there's the Breakfast variant, and then there's also that Salt. Did you say that in Sultai Nadu list? It was like a mid-rangey Sultai deck that had 4 Nadu and 3 Shuko in it.
Sure. Yeah.
It was just it was very cool, and it did really well if I remember right in the event it played in.
That's cool. Yeah, I do think it's still underexplored. I have been really happy with Nadi's position, where it's like, it is scary, it is good, but I also don't feel like it's like crazy dominant, you know? Like, we haven't seen that.
No, I would never call it a boogeyman. I would call it a legitimate option, though.
Yeah. Okay, so Suville got to let Delirium go to attacks, chose to give up the Oko and kill the 5/3 Marauder and just save some life total. I did see someone talking about the landscapes earlier. One thing that makes them a little extra good in this deck is that they can trigger Marvel, because you do get energy every time a permanent goes to your graveyard with a Marvel in play. That could be part of the justification for them here, and it does make them a little bit better than they were otherwise. This game could go anywhere, right? Like, obviously there's a lot of power and toughness on the other side, but we're definitely giving Temur Marvel the space it needs.
I think this is exactly what it wants. A Rogue Refiner into a Aetherworks Marvel, I think, is what this deck wants to see. I think if we see a Marvel flip into a Maelstrom Wanderer...
Ah, God, I forgot there were Maelstrom Wanderer.
I think that's the big get, right? Or we could see it into Worldbreaker, because Worldbreaker just nukes the Gearhulk, right?
Nukes the Gearhulk, blocks the rest, yeah. And here, we have pretty good blocks against everything except the Gearhulk.
Mm-hmm. Another Gearhulk here, I think the game is over.
Yeah, that would be bad. Do you think we're going to trade off, maybe?
I think if there's a Marvel in hand, we could see a trade-off attempt to nuke the Gearhulk. Because he could just play the Worldbreaker too. It's a 6-drop.
7.
7-drop, maybe not play the Worldbreaker quite yet, then.
Yeah, 7, I think. He also has the food token crack, so he can take 3 hits from the Pyrewood Gearhulk before he dies, unless anything at all happens, which is probably going to happen, but still.
3 cards in hand for the Marauder player. I'm interested to see what's in those 3 cards.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been like slow rolling some stuff, or maybe he just doesn't have that much.
It could just be a lot of lands.
Let's see if he casts a spell, right? It's got to be junk then, right? So now Suville has seen nearly a third of their deck, and we have the mana and the energy for a Marvel activation. Do we get to go gambling, or are we still looking for it?
I'm unsure. The Tune the Narrative really makes me think we gotta see one by now.
We've seen a lot of cards. I wonder how many they're on. 2, 3 maybe? Could be a Chandra.
Chandra's pretty big here.
Chandra gets donked down. For their sake, I hope it's a Marvel, but... Because Chandra would not be very impressive here. It would maybe gain you life.
It looks a little further. It makes mana. You could Chandra it into a Marvel.
Yeah, if you make mana, that'd
If
be
she
awesome.
upticks for 2, that would probably be...
That would be a
best
great play.
sequence.
Yeah.
Chandra into Marvel into Worldbreaker.
Yeah, or Maelstrom Wanderer.
God.
Maelstrom.
You filthy.
I also love that this Temur control deck looks like it can kind of just get to the point of casting it, right? Like, is Maelstrom Wanderer 8 mana?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 5 Temur.
We're starting to get in the neighborhood. Like, if we have one in hand and we have a land drop, we get to cast it.
I mean, yeah, between Rogue Refiners and you always get to make your mana, you always get to make your land drops with Attune with Aethers. For those of you who didn't play in that standard, Attune with Aether is such a benign looking magic card, but it's so solid.
It's so fun, yeah. It's really good and pays off in some ways.
It really helps you like bridge the gap that like this mana base. Exactly right there.
Speaking of, yeah.
Because our mana bases, again, they're not amazing, and what a lot of us consider them not a feature and not like a bug to the format. Which I think is huge. Like a lot of people, we get a lot of like comments where people are like, "This is just like powerful. This is like busted cards with bad mana." And you're like, "Yes, that is the point. That's why we're here."
Yeah, like the mana is good enough that you can play 3 colors, but like you have to make some sacrifices, and then like it's also just in the right place where we get a really wide range of utility lands, right? We get man lands, we get like kitchen and study. Castle Ardenvale, things like that. We just really get to explore that whole range of cards that other formats don't.
Especially the Copperline Gorges of the world, right? Like we've been getting fast lands all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We finally got Sunken Ruin with the Final Fantasy Commander deck reprint. It's $1 now.
Yeah.
It was $17 for no reason.
Insane. I gotta be honest, there's actually a whole lot of nothing going on in this game, which is surprising.
Really benign board states from both players. I wonder if Turbo is like slow rolling a foundation breaker for the Marvel. I could see that happening.
Right, yeah, just trying to let this 7/7 go the distance. But at a certain point, we gotta find the Marvel.
It could just be, he has 39 cards left in this deck. Is that the number I'm reading?
Yeah, we've seen a full third of the deck.
It happens.
I mean, it does happen, yeah.
I wonder if he's on any. I wonder if any Scour for Scraps is a move for this deck.
Gosh.
Go find Marvel at end of turn.
Oh, Galvanic Discharge for 7. Oh man.
What the hell?
Hey man, all that attune with Aether energy's got to go somewhere, right? So now we're really gonna see: is Tom sandbagging some stuff to play around like removal or board wipes, or is Tom just doing nothing? Another one? Another Gearhulk, perhaps?
Another Gearhulk feels. That's great.
That's almost better, yeah.
That's exactly what he wants to see. We could see another Galvanic Discharge here.
Right, it does die to some removal, a bolt. And that could be what Suval's hand is, just a whole lot of lightning bolts.
That being said, every turn, this next Marauder gets so much better.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Maelstrom Wanderer.
Now
Is it going to deal 20 damage, you think?
These Cascades could be kind of mid.
Right, it could hit a tune with Aether. Rogue Refiner is like right in the middle.
It's okay. It's not like exactly what you want to be seeing, but it's not like that's exactly what you want to
That is what you want to see. So we get another one here. We have 10 damage out of a necessary 20. Can we find another Maelstrom Wanderer, perhaps?
Another Maelstrom Wanderer, go gambling is probably the best get. Worldbreaker here, hit a land, cut him off of his 5s.
Yeah, right. Another Marvel. You get 2 triggers. So not quite enough to spend again, unfortunately. I feel like variance has not been in Suvel's favor this game, but...
Does top deck Marauder kill?
Yeah, probably. It looks like it would. Oh, through the board? I'm not sure. With the Gearhulk triggering, I kind of think it would.
Discards 2 living ends.
Oh, man.
So he does have 3 living ends in his deck.
Right. But he probably doesn't have 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Tom Sonic is on the cast your spells plan.
And I do think with a Maelstrom Wanderer on your opponent's turn, that plan is not great. Especially
No.
if they have the Marvel, they're going to be free casting spells on top of casting spells.
And I think Suvel left the creatures back to block because he was thinking he might survive a Cascade, although I'd have to run the numbers. With the Pyrowood Gearhulk trigger, you might not. But now that we've seen 2 living ends discarded, this whiffs, right?
Unless there's a 4th one.
Wow, because he drew 2 living ends. So now, if you're Suvel, okay, you get to spin again, and you maybe leave back a little blocker, but I think you get in for some damage here. Spinning into a hasted True Name is ludicrous.
Okay.
You don't see that in any other format. That is crazy. And here we know that we're not dying to a big Cascade. So you got to think, what's the worst that Tom Sonic can do? And if Tom casts the haste creature, yeah, he's threatening lethal here. Surely Suvel has some removal for this and isn't dead to this. Yeah, a Braid? That's cool, it kills the big guys. And then Bolt, so... pretty well locked up, it looks like. Should just be send the team and...
Great matchup.
GG's cool deck indeed. Wow, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Very good matchup. 2 very similar decks, honestly.
Yeah, both kind of just like doing some unfair stuff with a fair backup plan.
And that's a Tarmogoyf Nest.
That's Tarmogoyf Nest, baby. So we're back on Ish. It looks like another good situation for Cloud Post. Bolting. Huh? Did he just bolt himself to grow his... What's happening?
Mineslaver.
Oh, Andrew has an active Mindslaver. So Andrew mindslavered him, bolted himself, then put Tarmogoyf Nest on the same land, and then Andrew can pass it back to himself, where he then O-stones everything. And his Retrofitter Foundry has a Fate counter. So right now it looks like Andrew's only opponent is his 6-minute clock time. And it looks like Andrew, he made a Retrofitter. He might not even blow up the O-stone here. Andrew has the Mindslaver Trading Post Retrofitter Foundry lock, which is a sentence that's never been said before, by the way. Does he have the mana for it?
Sentence just dropped.
He has 9 mana, so he can't do it every turn. Okay. So Andrew's not O-stoning, but it looks like a pretty good situation, especially because he can make an abundance of Retrofitter Foundry tokens, which frees up some mana for the loop.
I think he just needs to make blockers until the loop is accessible, right? So it's what?
So the loop's 11 mana. 6 to play, 4 to activate, and 1 to trading post. Oh, plus 2 for the Retrofitter. So 13. He's got 4, 8, 10. He has 13. So I think he's going to untap with it, unless his opponent has like an Abrade type thing. If we did math right. 4, 8, 10, 13. So 10, 11, 12, 13. It's so funny seeing 2 Goyf nests on the same Goyf. And Andrew doesn't even have to chump here. He can go to the low life total of 20 life. But he does chump. Oh, so you're going to activate the... Oh. Mindslaver Loop is 13 total. 10 to play and activate, 1 to trading post, sack a creature, and 2 to Retrofitter. So 10 plus 1 plus 2 is 13, which I believe he's got the magic number here. And yeah, I think he just blocked because why take the risk, right? What if your opponent has Teamer Battle Rage but crazy? O-Stone on the trading post. Yeah, 'cause I guess Andrew does have to kill his opponent eventually. Maybe 5 minutes is... Maybe it's tough to Mindslaver your opponent. I don't know.
wouldn't be surprised if the goal here is to make a bunch of excess mana and then try to start making 4/4s off of this.
Yeah. I will say Andrew's a really comfortable player. He knows how to make these decisions. He's not the most common MTGO player, so you gotta wonder if clock time is going to come into it. With 4 minutes, I have faith, especially because Dev Fizzle might draw lightning bolts, which Andrew can then point at his own face. We'll see. He's going to have to play this a little quickly, though. Molten Collapse, kill my own Hierarch. Condescend it just to scry, it looks like.
Scry 2 here is big, because you're right, he does need a kill. He needs a way to, like, murder.
Yeah, right. So, like, I think that's why he was getting the fate counters on the trading post on the Retrofitter, because he's going to want to clear up these Tarmogoyfs so that he can be getting in with, like, 1/1s and 4/4s.
If I am the Jund player here, I am definitely, like, feeling
Wow.
good.
Really, really nice to have the O-Stone. We'll definitely want to let... But look at the clock, though. It's taken a minute to execute this.
That's what I'm saying. I think if I'm the Jund player here, I'm definitely, like, I'm not necessarily feeling, like, as demoralized as I could be. Because it's like, a kill needs to be assembled.
Yeah. Is the... Oh, hold on. I know the quickest route to win. I think Andrew sees it, too. You don't activate the O-Stone. You might just...
Keep activating Minskin Boo, making it bigger and bigger and bigger.
Maybe? Yeah, Minskin Boo and then fling it for 17 to yourself? I don't know. Maybe that's faster than...
What's that clock timer look like?
3 minutes and 4 seconds.
Okay.
Can Andrew just trench post him out? Is that faster?
I don't know.
40 cards, only 6 Locust. Yeah, it might be... The Boo might be the fastest way to get it done. This could be, like we said, another example of Magic Online being Magic Online.
All I'm saying is, nowhere else are you ever going to see someone assemble a Mindslaver loop and then kill the Mindslaver target with their own Minskin Boo.
Yeah, Mindslaver's not even in like Magic Online Vintage Cube anymore, so... I wonder if the fact that Minsk has a trigger every turn is gonna be the problem. But okay, so Andrew is gonna get to a point where he can double fling, right? Like double down tech. So he can -2 throw a Goyf at Dev Fizzle, -2 throw Boo to any target. Yeah, so actually Andrew just has to get the Boo to 11. Because then 11 off the Boo plus 6 off a Tarmogoyf should get the job done.
So 3 turns?
2 more controlled. Oh, no, 3, yeah. 1 plus and then 2 minuses. And he's got to make that servo because that's how he's feeding the trading post.
You said 11?
Oh, it's only 3 counters.
Yeah, so 4 turns?
Jeez, this might be a clock situation. Yeah, it's a lot of game actions. And this Minskin Boo trigger is brutal because it's taking 2 to 4 seconds each time. Maybe... Oh, you know... Ooh, I can't say it. Because I don't think he can hear me, but I don't want to risk it.
We'll see if he sees the line. I know what line you're talking about, and I do see it.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Oh, it's so many. Torches, do you think he's going to get there? I don't know. I feel like these turns have been taking like 40 seconds to execute.
We are sub 1 minute.
And you know, it feels so bad when you're on Magic Online and you see the red flashing clock number. Especially because this is not an easy combo. There's a lot of steps, and if you activate wrong, you just, all this works for nothing and you die.
Yeah, 1 misclick, and this is not a position Andrew wants to be in.
Oh, Cole, really good point. I hadn't thought about that. We'll see.
Oh, I thought that was the line you were talking about. I'm interested to see after this game what line you were referring to.
Yeah, I was thinking that you could maybe try to find one of these.
Oh, I see.
But I guess then you're in trouble if you don't. Yeah. It could... Oh man, there's so many clicks on the Minsk. He threw the... Oh, that's so sad. Oh, heartbreaker.
Oh my goodness.
It happens.
Yeah,
For you.
that sucks. You're really close.
Now, I thought you were referring to the exalted line.
No, I missed that. I was
that
thinking
gets the extra 1 up there.
I was thinking there was maybe a chance that drawing into a lightning bolt off the 10 cards off of the Boo sacrifice could get there.
The problem was that I always needed 2 Boo sacrifices.
Yes.
Or all 2 Minsk sacrifices.
Right, because the Boo would go to 10, and the Tarmogoyf was 6. But yeah, if you could find like a lightning bolt off it, but yeah, you were still a sacrifice away. Hate to see a match go like that. What's Marvelman? So Marvelman is playing
Red White.
Wrath of Skies, though? Clockwork Percussionist? I don't know if we've seen this list yet. Volcanic Spike. Oh!
Hey, it's another... Hey, I'm telling you. They're
Yeah.
good.
Creature, Planeswalker, or Battle.
Yeah, the fact that this is the reason I feel like Living Death might want to play one. Because, like, it also hits Planeswalkers now.
Yeah,
That's
that
good.
helps. Have you guys read this card, a Sultron Dominator?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Tragic.
Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah. I whiffed on lands enough that I couldn't like find a trench post and win through that.
Yeah, right. I know, even when you started it, because your trench post was only 6 a turn.
Yeah.
And honestly, the difference maker might have been the fact that the the Minskenboo trigger goes on the stack every upkeep.
I've probably
It's
lost a solid minute at least just from the Minskenboo.
Yeah, it just eats so much
It's
time.
crazy that
If
the
I-
trigger still goes on the stack. It's just a checking, right?
It asks
you
you
have
if you
to-
want to make a new one
So
every
you have
turn.
to click.
Oh.
So it pops up a trigger. You have to click the trigger. Then you have to click yes or no.
I thought the
And
trigger
then
only
you
went
have
on
to-
the stack if you didn't have one. That's
No, it goes on the stack. Yeah. So if I had, the issue was that I drew the trench posts after I cast the Minskenboo, so I was already locked into that line. And obviously, if I had known I was drawing two trench posts back to back, I probably would have just not cast the Minskenboo.
Mhm.
But at the time, that was my cleanest path to victory.
I think you played it super well. The match timer is just not your homie.
Yeah, unfortunate there, but it happens.
Well, how's Blue Post feeling total though?
I think it's great. I think with a little cleaner play, I would have won round 3. Without the MTGO timer, I would have deterministically won that game.
Mm-hmm. Was that game 3?
Yeah. So
Or
I think it is
Red White?
easily my favorite deck right now. I think it has game against everything. I don't know if I necessarily need the Mindslaver loop, though, is the thing. But, like, the problem is that I want to play Retrofitters, and at that point, and, like, I kind of want to play Mindslavers, too, because even just firing off a random one is fine. And then the opportunity cost of one singular trading post with tutors in my deck.
I think it provides enough upside to be reasonable, right? It's like
Yeah.
at a certain point, it's like I think the reach of being able to Mindslaver lock your opponents.
Yeah.
And again, if you're not playing in like MTGO tournaments with it, you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about like MTGO timer.
Shutting the door is the most important thing, because, like, obviously you have a really solid late game. This deck has an amazing late game, but, like, sometimes you spend 7 counter spells getting to the late game, and then you're stuck with, like, just some scraps. And, like, with how powerful this format can be, games can really, really get away from you.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. We're seeing goblins cast a. Can you hover over that 3-drop so I can remember its name?
Mog Mob.
Casting a Mog Mob to take care of this Lurrus more than likely. The Lurrus coming into play with a Guide of Souls is not good for goblins.
Yeah.
But the one thing goblins does have is a combo kill, which is very good. Being able just to kill in upkeep is good.
Oh, yeah, because this doesn't have haste. But before we draw the Kiki Jiki, we can stop on our upkeep.
And then presumably they have a second Mog Mob.
There's no
So that was
face
a
up.
cast Mog Mob. Would this have been a win if they just put a Torch Courier on top, though? Because you
I
can
think
cast the Snoop card. You can cast a Goblin off Snoop, so if you
It's
don't...
likely they built their stack a little wrong.
Yeah.
Or maybe things change. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. There could have also been like removal that they knew about.
Brotherhood Scribe is... Oh, wait, they're just dead to the Sultron Dominator, right?
Yeah, to flying.
Oh, okay.
So
we were-
it is above the Mog Mob kill, right?
Yeah, 3 power on the Mod
Yeah,
Mob.
so that is just playing with our food.
That's tough. Cool to see, though.
Bowman Courier is cool to see in this year.
Yeah, I think they were on Percussionist as well.
Yeah, this is
Clockwork.
my round 1 opponent.
It looks good. I mean, it's a cool variant. Like, nothing wrong with a little hasty boy. But yeah, it looks like that's going to pack that one up. Tight game. Very tight game.
Is that one of ours?
These are replays. No, I think we're...
That's it?
I
Okay.
think we're there. So let me
Alright.
go.
Going into round 5, do we know who's like 4040 going into this? It's the. Do you remember what the name of the teamer player was?
Sovel, Sovell, was the name on Moto, but I don't know what their Discord name is.
We could watch that. We could watch that. Just see if they end up 5-0.
Yeah, there are 2. So, Dank Confidant and Ketzer.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll check it out.
Sounds good.
Oh, wait, no. One of the 3-0s lost this round. And then there aren't any other 3-0s.
So there's one 4-0, which is the teamer player, presumably.
Which is Ketzer.
Oh.
I don't know what he's on.
I haven't seen this. Yeah, we...
Oh, no, sorry. Dank Confidant. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. This has been cool. A lot of fun decks running around. This has been an interesting one.
Very, very cool event. This is one thing I love about Moto. Moto really gets people playing the strange piles.
Yeah.
It is notably a very combo-heavy meta, we've noticed on Moto. It's a lot easier to justify playing a degenerate deck when you don't have to look your opponents in the eyes.
Right, you don't have to sit there while your opponent makes puppy dog eyes at you while you channel Lich's Mirror them.
Commandeering is a lot easier on Moto. You don't have to watch the.
I love seeing their soul leave their body when you put 2 cards aside sideways, Yu-Gi-Oh style.
I'll put these into my exile zone.
So, Mitchell, when you're blowing someone out with a Commandeer, are you exiling the cards first, or are you showing them the Commandeer first? I think it's fun to take 2 blue cards, set them aside, and they're like, what's going on? You're like, Commandeer that.
You put them face down so they think it might be a foil.
You're like, nope, no islands here, buddy. Alright, let's see. Looks like we're getting pairings up, so we're chilling for a second.
We are technically down to 1-3 or 1 XO after 4 rounds now. So we're. I'm waiting to see if there are any dissenting opinions.
To playing
to
or
not
not
play.
I think we should just play.
Yeah, we said 5 rounds. We might as well just do 5.
Yeah. Should we play? Yeah, we should play at round 5.
Oh, there's 1.
Well, they can drop if they want to, because also we're doing a top 8 Swiss, so it'll still affect people.
We're paying the top 8.
Yeah, winning your last round is still good. You know what I mean? It does affect the pricing. So yeah, we play round 5 for sure. All right. So for those of you in the audience, how have the technicals of the stream felt? How's audio been? Have you guys been okay and able to see things, hear things, stuff like that? This is the first time we've used this setup, so it's a little bit some stuff to iron out. I know chat's not really behaving properly on the left side here, but I don't know. It feels like it's been good. I've enjoyed having Mitchell on. It's nice having 2 people in the same room. I love having Andrew drop in between rounds to tell us what went wrong or what didn't go wrong.
It is nice to have some inside baseball. Because we can only do so much opining on what we think is happening.
Yeah.
It's nice to just to have that conversation with a player. No, actually, this is what my hand looked like. This is knowing that Andrew did have good cards in his hand that game 3 when he just didn't have blue mana, right?
Yeah, that's tough. But yeah, I'm excited to see this final one play out.
Gorthax Oakspring. What's the deck you've been playing? You said you've been popping in between your rounds. What are you playing right now?
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm excited to look at the standings at the end of this and see all the lists. Yeah, chat has blacked out sometimes on my end.
Phil, no, we're so sorry.
Dirk Hetzers, who was one of the X1s, said yes, so that's kind of... I was worried about the X1s not wanting to play because that would potentially risk them, but now that he's
Gorthax is the living end list. Your deck is so cool, dude.
Yeah, those are really sick lists.
It's so fun to watch play. We really liked it a lot.
Yeah, you had some really good games. I thought your match against Andrew was awesome.
I was going to play Ripfield, but couldn't swap.
Ooh.
A much swaggier deck, I will say.
Yeah, especially because Ripfield, we've seen it before. We've seen it played before. It's really cool to bring out a new brew and do well with it. Because I know some people who are watching, or some people who watch tournament results, are going to see that list and just fall in love with it. Torturous, I think if you're talking about the chat, on screen here, in the white box, that's on my end probably. If you're talking about it on YouTube, that's probably YouTube's end, but there's a chance I screwed that one up too. I don't know. We'll get the chat rolling a little smoother for the next one. I just sat that up this morning.
Yeah, presumably the next time we do this, it'll all be a lot smoother and look a bit better.
Yeah, we'll clean some of this stuff up. These borders I would not describe them as aesthetically appealing.
They get the job done.
They get the job done, man. Yeah, we're a grassroots format. It's all right. I like streaming on YouTube though. It's very seamless. Nice to have it in the same place as YouTube videos that we're hosting. Nice to not have to worry about growing following on another account.
So Russell, what do you think has been your favorite deck to watch tonight?
It's got to be that Delirium deck, honestly.
It's definitely been up there in the swag department, right? It's like
Yeah.
some decks are like good and powerful, but they don't have like much motion, emotionally speaking. Like they don't really like make me feel anything. Watching someone put a 2-drop Cascader into play and then get them, that provides a lot of emotion.
I agree. I wish we had more time to watch.
Yeah, we tend not to see too many control decks on Moto events. I think it's partially a clock issue.
I just got a notification that OBS disconnected. If anyone in chat can tell me if this is still working, that'd be cool. But, okay, so we need to find, reconnection successful. We need to find Dank Confidant, right?
Dank Confidant might be the band. I mean, it might not be their Moto name. It could be the Marvel deck.
Who was the other XO?
There was only one. It's just Dank Confidant.
Okay, so I gotta find Dank Confidant then.
Just add them real quick, and that's their Moto name, right?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Thank you so much, Diamond Dude.
Dirk Hertzer. Not Andrew. It's not this one, right? Do we know what deck we're looking for?
That's it. Right, the...
RC Suzuku, is that him?
I believe the Yavimaya Coasts. Maybe not.
I don't know. I want to double check. Dan Cohen is not undefeated, right?
No. You're looking for Dank Confidant, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that was her name on Moto. Not Preston. Oh, I found it. Nice. Okay, sweet. Chat, thanks for bearing with us. I think we found the right game. Let me actually swap to the right screen. Ba-bam.
So Dank Confidant is our 1-4-0 so far. So we're going to see if they can run it through the 5-0 and go undefeated for the day.
Yeah, have we seen this deck before? What is Dank Confidant on? Was it the Sultai control list?
I don't know. I'm excited to see them.
Subel was on. I remember we saw that name and it was a deck that I liked. I'm blanking on what it is right now. But hey, let's just get into it. This is round 5, everybody, so this will be the last round of the day. But thank you for joining us on this. We're trying to get a lot more, both content and online events. So we should be seeing more of this. Okay, cool. I think the players are going to be reporting as a draw for Swiss standing reasons, but I think they're going to play it out for content for us because they're gamers. Thank you, gamers.
Frozen.
You're frozen on Moto?
I am frozen on Moto.
Have you restarted it today at all? I think Moto likes to be restarted sometimes. Oh!
Jeskai Boom?
Yeah, this is the not fires list, right?
Well, there's Jeskai Boom and then there's Naya. Right? We saw Naya today.
Okay.
So we could be seeing a Naya Boom deck. Naya Boom is pretty good. Naya Boom, a deck that our good friend Joe Nuri, Rev Jeremiah in the chat, in the Discord, has been working on for a long time. He was on a Chandra list for a long time. And the Boom in Boom is referring to Boom Bust, a magic card from original Ravnica block. It's a split card that says, on the Boom side, it looks like we're seeing Energy Boom here.
Yeah, sweet.
Yep, so Boom Bust is, Boom is 1 in a red, destroy target land you control, and destroy target land your opponent controls. Notably, you play these bridges and this Darksteel Citadel, which are indestructible. So it's like, you're not really playing at parity, you're turning a thing that's supposed to be symmetrical into not being symmetrical. We've seen a lot of success with Naya Boom Bust lately. The deck does a lot.
I think it was just Naya for Undermountain Adventurers because they're a good threat and they also accelerate you to the bust half of Boom Bust.
Green also gets you Minsc and Boom.
Oh yeah, Minsc and Boom.
The big green card is Minsc and Boom.
Because like we were talking about earlier, he used to be on 4-mana Chandra, but Minsc and Boo is just straight up cheaper. That's not a bad one to exile off of Unstable Amulet on turn 3.
This is part of the reason this deck is so good. It's like, it just has the booms to be a Hansa deck, and then it plays Minsc and Boo.
Yeah.
So you're not ever really An issue with Ponza is you kind of take turns off to not do too much, and then like this deck is like 2 mana Ponza spell followed by a 4 mana Planeswalker,
Yeah.
and then you lose.
Did you get your motor sorted out, Andrew?
No, my computer just froze.
Oh. Yeah, so here we're going to see maybe the downside of the Bountiful Landscape attuned with Aether Mana Base. Because most of your lands are basic, it's a lot easier to choke someone on colors when they don't have lands that tap for 2 mana, right? Or 2 colors of mana.
I suspect we're seeing another boom here. I see 2 mana being tapped.
Could be Cleansing Wildfire. Amp Raptor.
Amp Raptor's also good. So notably, a big boon that this deck has gotten recently is the energy package.
Yeah.
And that's part of why it's been doing so well, is because the energy package is absurd.
Static Prison, the least good hit there. Because I believe you don't even get the 2 energy unless you exile an opponent's thing, right?
It's one of the few cards in the energy package that doesn't just let you like make energy for like fuck all reason. You need a target.
Torches, you're talking about Cleansing Wildfire, which they also play.
Yeah, they are also a cleansing wildfire deck, notably.
Wow, getting the Oko down. Oko looks like it's going to have some time to do its thing here.
Oko's massive here. This is the exact kind of matchup where Oko gets to do its thing.
Yeah. I think I agree with not hitting the Sol Ring there.
Yeah, I don't think you want to pressure your Oko earlier than you need to.
Right. It's cutting him off a lot of mana. Oh, Diamond Dude, you do get the Static Prison energy if you just cast it with no targets?
Well, you can't cast it with no targets. It has to target something.
No, because it just enters. It's like an O-ring, right? Okay, so the you get 2 energy is a separate line on the ability, so it's not conditional on exiling. It doesn't say if you do. Okay.
So you can just are you sure you can cast that spell without a target?
You can cast without a target for sure, because it's not like an aura or anything. It's like casting an O-ring, but... Now, he could have cast that Caves of Chaos, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he feels like he's under any, like, I don't think he needs to this turn. I think he can hold off a turn or two. Because, like, Oko here doesn't, like, necessarily win the game immediately. This is a 5/3 trampler. It's probably going to get elked.
Right, or if you play the Caves of Chaos, he can elk his food and then hit you and either take the initiative or trade with your Caves of Chaos. Mm-hmm. So there's a chance that introducing the initiative to this game is just actively bad for the Naya player.
I think the Naya player is likely going to try to resolve a Minskenbu first.
That'd be a good one.
Because I think Minskenbu does a bit more in this matchup. They can't just get rid of it with the Oko. If you go Minskenbu into Caves, you're in a much better position. You have a Boo token.
Oh, you might be exactly right. We're seeing what looks like a Minskenbu mana cost. And yeah, we still have the Caves of Chaos tucked away.
This could also just be them casting Caves. Yeah, Minskenbu is here. He's here to party.
Pretty good against Oko because who cares if you elk the Boo, right?
Let's get another Boo.
You get another one, and also it's still... I mean, it's even bigger, right? Because you're turning a 1/1 into a 3/3.
Mm-hmm.
And
it has counters on it, so it's like it's a 3/3 with 3 counters.
And they can't swap unless they have an artifact. Well, no, they can't swap because of the power anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Do you attack here, you think?
With Boo?
Yeah. On Oko, maybe?
I don't know if I see a reason not to.
You could want to block for your Minskenbu.
I think if you had another artifact in play, I would agree. You should block. But I think you could honestly get in, hit Oko here, and you'll be fine. Like, I don't think you're really...
I think you're right.
Soul Ring, maybe?
Yeah. And then, interesting thing, the Unstable Amulets are starting to stack up, which is kind of a whole other sub-mode of this deck, right? Mm-hmm. Once you get 3 Amulets in play, they start to do pretty serious damage.
The deck just has so much reach, right? Like, between Minskenbu and the Amulet plan and all the removal, it just, like... And it's Ponza-ing you, right? Like, the whole time, it is destroying your lands, making you play off-tempo.
Right, because the next boom bust is going to be a bust, theoretically, right?
Yeah, you just, like, wipe all the... You just, like, Armageddon them. It's, like, basically a one-sided Armageddon.
Right, because we would keep 3 lands
and
with all 3 of our colors, plus Sol Ring.
You keep 5 mana worth of sources.
And we're currently either at parity or a little ahead on board, depending on how this Oko turn goes. Mm-hmm.
It's really cool to see this Naya Energy Bust deck really, like, come into...
Holy shit.
What?
Ironcrag Feet World Breaker? Not on my bingo card. Hit the...
Another sentence never before said.
Now, it doesn't matter that the amulet's gone, right? You can still cast the Caves of Chaos, is that right?
No, it's exiled under the amulet.
You may play it. You may play it until you exile another card with this artifact. I kind of think you can play it still.
I think it's tied to the card because of the way Moto has it looking. To me, that's what it implies.
Right, it does look like it's under there. I kind of think you can still play it. Chat, someone tell me if you can play that Caves of Chaos. I'm sure someone in chat knows better than I do. That's why I'm in the booth. I don't actually know what cards do. So I said here. So what do you think that World Breaker just did to the dynamics here? Are we behind on the Minsk and Boo side now?
You still got 4 cards in hand.
Yeah. 4 cards in hand, 6 mana. We can still cast the Caves of Chaos. But, again, do we want to? We can make Boo into a 7/7, which can knock down the Oko. But then we would probably lose our Minsk and Boo. Awesome. Thank you, Diamond Dude. I appreciate you providing sources. That's actually really nice to have. Yeah, I mean, Dank Confidant's plays are really going to depend on what his follow-up looks like. And if he knows that he can cast that Caves of Chaos. That could be big.
I think if there's a second Minsk and Boo in his hand, he basically wins the game. I think he, honestly, if he doesn't have a second Minsk and Boo, he should amulet and like see if he can roll for another one.
No floating energy right now, notably.
Well, you do get 2 off of it. Entering.
Oh yeah, when he plays it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're saying you could play the amulet with a colorless floating, or you just play
like
the
you
amulet.
tap the 2 lands on the left, and then you like maybe Minsk and Boo them.
You never go face here with the Boo, right? That'd be crazy.
No, I think you like attack and then second main. Maybe like try it and then throw it.
If he has access to a second Boo, knock down the Oko, throw out the World Breaker could be really strong.
Draw 7, yeah.
Let's see what he ends up doing. And yeah, for anyone tuning in, this is the final round of our free entry Magic Online tournament. The format is $30 budget vintage, which is exactly what it sounds like. Vintage BNR with a $30 budget. We're trying to run more Magic Online tournaments. This one was free with a $200 prize pool, being split between the top 8. So keep your eyes posted for some more tournaments. Let's see what we do here. So 2 energy floating. We could tap an amulet just to see what's up.
I think I like tapping an amulet here. It like opens you up to some removal. I think if you see a static prison off of it, you're just like so giddy it hurts.
Wow, yeah, static prison would be wildly good here. I wonder if he's thinking because he has an amped raptor and he's thinking about maybe trying to gamble into a 4-drop with the raptor.
I don't hate it. If you hit a boom, you get to cut him off green.
Yeah. The board state might be developing to the point where we don't want it. Okay, we are Caves of Chaos, double unstable amulet, triggers. Hey, see you later, Torturous. Thanks for hanging out today. We'll catch you for the next one, alright? This is a hard game. This is a really tough board state.
I think this really just shows the not only the versatility, but just the consistent like power that Naya puts out.
Yeah.
Another deck I think is honestly underplayed. I think we have 2 players locally who jam it, and they both like the last event we had locally that had 2 Naya Boombust decks had a 4-0 and a 3-1. Like they do quite well into decks that aren't teched to beat them.
Yeah, I agree, because you just have so much to... I mean, you can beat up on... Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
wow.
That's a beating and a half.
And now...
Now this Boo just gets...
You can just... Or you can hold the initiative for a turn, right?
Electing to hold the initiative. I like it. You get to put 2 counters on that Caves, so it's not going to, like, trade. It's like... I guess it probably trades here, more than likely. for something.
Well, if they attack with Food Token and World Breaker, then Boo gets to eat the World Breaker. Oh.
That's big. Yeah, probably not enough because they still get to attack with and throw Boo.
Yeah, if they attack with Boo, you can double block World Breaker Food Token. Well, no, because we're gonna forge, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna put 2 counters on it.
2 counters makes it a 9/9.
Honestly, there's a chance he does 2 counters on the
Caves of Chaos. Yeah, get it up to 7 for the World Breaker. I'm just trying to think, is there any world where you cash in Boo or Minsk plus Boo, kill World Breaker, draw a fresh new grip? Is that insane?
I think it depends. I think if there's like another Minsk and Boon.
What's up, buddy? Welcome to the couch. Did you
How's
get
it
your
going?
Did you get your moto working, or did it just?
Yeah, I lost.
Okay.
I played against Burn. That's an unwinnable matchup, basically.
That's tough. Yeah, you really got to get the Glimmer Post motion, but then even then it's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I did forget that Minsk and Boo can go on to Caves of Chaos
Yes,
because of the way
right.
things are. Wow, this is...
Yeah, and I think they just swing out here.
Yeah, just push.
Yeah, because if they block with World Breaker and you can like, or you could just Static Prison here. Oh god, Static Prison would be so nice.
We also do have 5 more cards in hand, so yeah, just... And we're going to get a Caves of Chaos trigger, which also triggers our amulets if we find a castable. I don't know what we exiled.
It's a Cleansing Wildfire.
Was it Cleansing Wildfire?
I believe so.
Oh yeah, can't be played this turn, so Wildfire. Wildfire will be good for 2 points. True Name doing what it can to soak some up. That's a good trade. Is there a Galvanic Discharge to blow them out of the water?
Is there a galvanic discharge? Oh,
No, there's an Eat a Food token.
crafting food. Okay.
Wow, this game has been haymakers back and forth.
It's gonna be showing that your opponent could literally play 4 busted magic cards in a row and still just lose to Minsk and Boon.
Yeah. Yeah, because now the True Name threatens Minsk and Boo, but then you don't have it on defense. And you're going to die to the Boo plus these amulet triggers, even with a True Name block.
If this card draws a Minsk and Boo right here, the game is just done also.
Oh yeah, just Minsk and Boo throw it. It's looking like we're tapping 4 mana. That could...
Counters are on that Boo.
6? Yeah, you're...
Geez. Okay.
Yeah, so you're right, new Boo, or new
Yes.
Minsk and Boo. Fling existing.
Just don't click incorrectly.
Throw that.
Yeah, there were a lot of opportunities to click wrong and not win there. All right, really quick, What are we seeing?
Oh, there's also
This is
just
traditional
a regular
living end.
actual
Oh, nice. There's
living end.
actual like a traditional. Yeah.
And
Love to see that.
oh, and we're using a Sky Turtle to stop the Snoop combo.
Oh, because they target you bounce.
Yeah, I think that's what just happened. Goblin Recruiter to its owner's hand using Sky Turtle's ability, create a Snoop.
That's I mean, there can't be a backup Kiki Jiki, right?
Well, no, but now what the Goblins player can do...
I was gonna say because he's gonna have to draw that for.
Oh, the Goblins player is down on the crackback, yeah, because of creatures.
Oh,
Yeah,
also
because
that.
they're not gonna last.
I was
They're
gonna
not
say-
last through the turn.
I was going to say they could make infinite Snoops on their opponent's inset, but no, they die in combat. Alright, what else we got going on? We can check Phil. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, this is good clean fun. Corey Steel Cutter.
Good, clean fun.
Got Galvanic Discharge, make some money. Get him with Cutter. And this is traditional Boros Luris against this is the Jeskai deck that we assumed was Fires, but is not.
This is Standstill. I remember the leyline is saying.
Oh,
Standstill.
yeah, you're right, Standstill. Yep, because they have the Timeless Dragon.
Oh, they're on Jeskai Standstill. Interesting.
What does the red get you? I saw the Helix, right?
Helix
Is
is,
it gonna be bold?
I assume Planeswalkers of some kind.
They're also on Cleansing Wildfire, Boom Bust, I think.
Oh yeah, the bridge. Yep, that makes sense.
Yep, yeah, so 3 Fairy.
T-Fairy.
It's not bad. You can bounce a Monk, probably.
Yeah.
Card we've been pretty recently getting access to, 3 Fairy, within
Yeah.
the last year or so.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. All right, so this is
This field is sick.
Yeah, this is a really cool
Is there
tournament.
is there an actual repeat deck in this tournament?
I think is there 2 energy decks?
There might be 2 Boros energies, but one's Luris and one isn't, right? Because one's on Synth Eradicators, and the other one's one we just saw. Cindervine's coming out again.
I think you are you sure it wasn't a Sultron Dominator?
There was also a Synth Eradicator.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, we saw it earlier. We saw it against Goblins, and there was a whole. Yeah, Cindervine's boom.
I do love boom bust decks.
I do too.
They're just nice, clean fun.
I agree. The other day, Joe was talking. He's like, "Yeah, sometimes I feel bad about doing it to like newer players," and I was like, "Ooh,
Probably only naming a Mexican boot.
That's a good- There's a world where you could call Unstable Amulet if there's like multiple amulets, but my guess is insulating yourself against the Minskenboo is good. Minskenboo. That's a fine answer to a Minskenboo. It is a chump blocker producer machine. But, yeah. But yeah, honestly, I don't feel like you have to feel that bad for booming your opponent. I think it's, like, totally reasonable.
It's absurd to think that the Ponza player is the good guy in the world. But in reality, they kind of are nowadays.
Honestly, they kind of are.
It's like when you can be, like, channel mirroring on turn 1 before your opponent, like, plays a land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, is Ponza really the bad guy? Like, can you really say that?
Right, it's like not the end of the world. So he just floated white from that. I think there might be a static prison, but we might wait a turn. Like, let's say we do have a Minskenboo. We can play land, static prison, Minskenboo, perhaps.
I like that.
We saw a white get floated off the Rust Veil.
What all is in this teamer deck? Like, I don't know if I've seen this one specifically.
Dude, it's crazy. It's got Marvel. It's got Ironcrag Feet. It's got Maelstrom Wanderer and Worldbreaker. And Attune with Aether, Rogue Refiner, Tune the Narrative.
Nice.
Galvanic Discharge.
Oof.
That's pretty good.
That's a good answer to it.
Initiative's a lot worse when you don't have creatures in play.
You do still have to take it back eventually, but...
Right. It much less kills you, you know? Like, we like to say it solos, but, like, could this be a Lost Well situation? Maybe.
6 cards in hand. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah.
If you have options already, I think you just go left and take the 5 damage.
Right, you probably want Trap and Archives still.
Because Archives also, Archives draws you a card, so you're only seeing 1 extra card on Scry.
Well, you could Lost Well into Arena.
Oh, I guess you can,
Oh, yeah.
To the left.
The old shimmy.
We did Lost Well here. We're not going to give up that Forge. So we are Lost Welling, and we'll see what happens. There's that Static Prison.
Are we seeing him? Ooh, Cindervine's gone. Okay.
It
does remove the
It does remove, yeah.
Oh, sure.
To be fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it was going to start chipping. It looks like we are casting a bunch of stuff.
Maybe this was the Synth Eradicator deck we saw.
I think there might be 2 Synth Eradicator decks running around.
I'm pretty sure the Boros Energy person that I played in round 1 was not on Synth Eradicators.
Okay. Yeah, we'll double check. I could be getting it twisted, but I don't remember seeing green mana with it. This is a really, really strong turn for Dank Confidant, though.
Yeah.
And Suvel's only got 1 card in hand.
Oh, whoa! I didn't notice that.
It's gonna have to be a good card.
Dank Confidant's not
Maybe
Foster,
it's
Yeah.
No, I don't think he is. I don't know. Foster's at Mavericks. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that's because I know Foster's the other local player who plays this deck, and I was like, this could be Foster.
I think that maybe the Fiery Islet gets cracked here, and the Synth Eradicator did not attack. Wise, you can cash it in for 3 damage if you want to.
It's decent.
But no, we're going to save our energy. I guess it makes sense we have an Unstable Amulet, so we'd rather convert that to a fresh new card plus a point. Rogue Refiner could be the best possible in that situation.
Get you some stuff. It gets you an attacker. I mean, 4 cards in hand is still a lot. 5 cards in hand is still a lot.
Yeah, why does the Minskenboo player have so much more material? Cleansing Wildfire.
Double cleansing.
Boom, but
Yeah. They've been playing cards off Amulet.
Caves of Chaos got 1. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff is cantripped.
Yeah.
Caves cantripped for a land. Cleansing Wildfire cantripped for a land and a card. More material. It's hard to imagine that Dank Confidant doesn't have a really strong play here. Galvanic Discharge, not the most proactive thing you could find. It is going to give you more energy to feed into the Amulet next turn.
Push a little damage while you're at it, too.
Yeah, that's fine. Huh, yeah, not a lot of action for 4 cards in the hand. This is giving Suvel a window to get something down. Like, we don't know. Maybe their last card is Ironcrag Feet, and they're one turn away from casting a Maelstrom Wanderer. 4/1 Menace is a pretty real threat, though. Could this be the Minskin BZ? Caves of Chaos, but that's taking us to the throne.
We haven't seen board wipes from the team or energy player, have we?
Right
We
into
have not.
another
Thrown
Chaos.
into another Caves of
My
Chaos.
God.
That's really rude.
It's alright, Blasphemous Axe is gonna clean it up.
Dude, every time my opponent throws me, I'm just like, is that really what it is? Like, 10 cards, no mana value constraints. Why not? Give it hexproof.
Makes it bigger. Yeah.
Insane.
I
Draw
do
it.
think this is probably
I don't see how Teamer gets
game
out of
over.
this.
Because you're going to get 2 extra cards off those caves. Like,
Teamer's dead on board.
yeah.
You put 2 counters on something, anything, who cares?
Teamer could have big...
Skeleton, probably.
Galvanic Discharge would catch the big one, especially if we're doubling up.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
you could Galvanic
I feel like
Discharge
you're
right
supposed to
here.
spread it.
Yeah. Okay, let's crack a Fire Islet so we have one more chance. But you're gonna need something right here.
There's the discharge. Yeah.
You did take a point off it, but we're only taking 9 here. But the thing is, that was
If you
the
put-
upkeep, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a card off Caves of Chaos. If we just have a Menskin Boo, obviously it's a win.
Still under the spyglass.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. It would be good for 1 point though.
But if you had forged up a different creature,
Yeah.
that would have put trap at lethal, so another initiative trigger would have done it.
Yeah, we will. If we connect for 9 here, then trap is lethal, so Suval will have to do something, like take the
that's
initiative.
fine. For some reason, I was thinking the caves was a 3/3.
What a messed up card.
What a crazy good, yeah.
This could be huge, honestly.
Yeah, Unstable Amulet out of the hand, representing 2 damage here, if they had a playable. Could it be even another Unstable Amulet?
Is
Bust?
there enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus treasure. That's enough.
So you just bust, and then your opponent doesn't even have an out of like a Maelstrom Wanderer?
Yeah. Oh no.
Mm. The secret mode. And you're getting 2 points off of it. And then your opponent's dead to trap, yeah.
Yikes.
There, I don't think is a conceivable card in Magic that gets us out at this point. That was a good match. That was fun. Oh man, yeah,
Cool game.
yeah.
Really
then-
cool game.
Yeah, we'll just go to upkeep and trap will get the job done in that phase.
And that's gonna be it, right?
Yeah, that's the tournament.
All right. I will. Can you? I might have it here.
Yeah, well, that's the tournament. Good run, a nice clean 5 rounds in 3 hours and 40 minutes. That's pretty quick.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we're going to be doing some more content. There are some YouTube videos on the channel, so check it out. And if you're not in the Discord, go ahead and join our Discord where we post about all these events and a lot more stuff. There's plenty of budget vintage coming up this next year. There's going to be events at SCG events, and we'll be hanging out in the Discord. Mitchell, any closing thoughts before we wrap it up?
No, great event. Play more of the format. We got to see a lot of really cool decks here.
Yeah, there's
Take
always
a look
something.
at them. They'll all be in tournament results
Yeah.
after
Yep.
all the deck lists. Feel free to come in, ask anyone questions. Everyone in the Discord super friendly.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we're getting out of here. Thanks for hanging